Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. In Side Quest, we're taking a break from our longer stories to play just a few sessions of some very unique role-playing games out there. So sit back and enjoy.
Hey, hello. I can't say good morning because apparently that's weird.
It was weird.
Oh, wasn't it? Just...
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Oh, hey, good morning.
Salutations.
I don't know what it is. It's just, I just don't expect that like niceness from you. Like
Isn't
I'm
it
expecting you to come in hard.
Listeners, isn't that kind of fucked up? I'm
Well,
nice as hell.
It's not that you're
Well,
not
not
nice.
to you
It's
guys.
just I feel like it's the
The vibe.
demureness versus
Which
like
one?
because you
Okay,
usually are like
SAT.
very energetic. So then when you say something and you're like morning, it's like weird
Mm.
because normally you're like good morning, right? And so it's like that type of
Yeah.
Okay.
you know.
For those of us that aren't wearing a 10-gallon hat,
It's a heavy ass hat.
yeah, it's big for all of her brains. What is demureness?
Well, demureness is not actually a word, but demure is hold please.
Yeah, of course. It's
The
the
color
blue
combination.
black.
Blue black. Yeah, my
Yeah.
favorite color combination.
Demure. Reserved, modest, and shy, typically used of a woman.
I told you I was
because
shy.
That's
Earlier today, she was
how
like, "You're not
sexism
shy.
works.
You're not shy at all." And I was like, "I don't know, man. I'm pretty shy." As proven last episode when I said good morning with the mirror.
That's true. He's very shy. I saw him, doing the thing where you put your index
Yeah.
fingers together and then you turn your toes inward,
Mhm.
your heels out,
Knees buckling.
knees buckling.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, Mr. DM guy, can I please use my gravity powers?" And he was like, "No, I hate you." And I was like, "Okay."
That did happen. That's a true story.
Yeah, go listen to the last episode if you don't believe me.
I said,
It's in
oh,
there. You have to
It's
just
in
like
there.
listen through a few times.
Yeah.
You actually have to listen to some of the audio backwards.
Mhm.
They play it backwards. It just says, "You're stinky."
I wish I was a really good audio technician, so I could do something
such
like
crazy.
that.
That'd be
Yeah.
so funny.
Just every single episode, somewhere in there, is just you're stinky.
Thinking about being stinky, I have been checking out the lamau.yourstinky@gmail.com
I saw it.
account that we've got
No
going.
shot. We got an email.
Well, I sent an email
Oh,
from it.
whom?
Fun fact: none of you have sent us an email.
yeah, it's fucked up.
Wow.
Fake fans.
Wow.
It's rude.
Listen, we just want friends.
We want stinky friends.
It's
But yeah,
hard to make
I
friends as an
updated our
adult.
signature block. It is
I saw.
wonderful.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
was-
10 or 20 lines long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
it rivals the amount of titles that the fucking Targaryen from Game of Thrones has. Daenerys Targaryen.
Probably.
whatever.
I don't know.
That's the name of the chick.
Yeah, Game of Thrones reference. Those
Yeah.
are still relevant.
I'd
Dude.
say so. My manager is just starting to watch it. Well, my old manager is just starting to watch it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Not House of Dragon. House
yeah,
of the Dragon.
the original one.
Dang.
I couldn't get into it.
Really?
But I
It was a
never
little long, a
truly
little
tried, to
boring.
be honest.
Yeah,
I saw the first
never-
episode and I was like, it's probably fine.
I liked it.
I thought it was cool. It
Yeah.
was like those like weird political intrigue kind of things.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say it. I really liked that end thing with the White
That's a hot take
Walker
I've heard.
attack.
Oh, really? Okay.
I really liked
That's
that.
a hot take.
All the rest of that season was fucking awful, but that attack was cool and creepy.
Hodor made me feel things.
I wish I liked it because a lot of my friends had watch parties and I didn't want to go.
Yeah,
It's like the Super
that's
Bowl.
fair.
Except you still go to the Super Bowl parties just to watch commercials and eat free food. Unless you're hosting, then you go to buy food.
Dude.
It's very expensive.
Best watch party I've ever been to.
Rolex?
No.
What?
Watch party?
G-Force, actually.
Mm.
Or G-Shock, rather.
G-Shock.
So
Ooh.
G-Force is the one with the guinea pigs.
I forgot about that movie.
I did too. I was like, what? Oh no.
Dude, I played the Wii game.
Ooh,
They had a-
There was a
fancy.
Wii game?
Yeah, and I
Oh,
played it. It
man.
was
They
awesome.
sponsored Nintendo.
That'd be crazy.
Nothing
Yo,
beats Sneak King,
Nintendo. Hit us up.
Best watch party I've ever been to was all of Avatar: The Last Airbender, start to finish.
I've always wanted to go to watch
Yeah.
party like that. But
All
none of my
three-
friends go to my tea parties. Sorry.
all
go on.
3 seasons, just It
Back
was
to back
like
to back?
just over 24 hours, if I remember right.
Did you guys watch
Like,
it straight, or did you
yeah.
sleep at some point? Whoa.
No, we watched it straight. And then those of us that were still awake started watching The Bourne Identity, and we fell right asleep.
Well, it's because it's not as exciting as
As
Avatar.
Avatar,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
right?
Speaking of which, my kid is upstairs right now as we speak, watching Avatar.
I thought you were gonna say
Dude,
airbending.
I'm so proud.
She's into it because we tried it before when she was younger, and as kids do, she got distracted.
Mm.
Not this time.
Good.
We have to
We have to indoctrinate
rip her
her
away.
young.
Good. That is awesome.
That was a
Dude,
good
I'm
show.
so happy.
I will sit down and watch all of it with her over a 24-hour period.
I think
if
And then
she
fall
she's so
probably
asleep
needs
desires.
after
to
putting on
sleep.
the Bourne movies.
If you let her though, she would try to stay up. That's for sure.
We're talking about the blue guys, right?
yeah. The blue guys.
Yeah.
JK,
They
JK.
made a
Oof.
second one of those. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
They did,
yeah,
yeah,
I
they
haven't
water.
seen
Me
it.
neither.
I haven't seen it either. I heard that it was,
I've heard it's all right.
yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
Yeah.
Worth the watch, but long.
I heard that the water physics is cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Her water.
VFX are amazing, but I also haven't seen the movie. I've just watched YouTube.
Yeah, I literally have just seen Corridor's crew take on it. That's
Yeah.
literally all I know.
I love
So.
Corridor Crew.
Yeah. I don't know.
CC.
My thing with Avatar, and like I saw Avatar in the movie theater when it first came out. Not that that's like cool.
She's
But what I'm
flexing.
saying is that like my ADHD ass cannot handle that movie in a movie theater. I never have felt so close to death than when I had to sit in this movie theater for 4 billion hours and try not to be distracting to everybody around me, because everybody around me was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing that's ever existed. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool, but like, why are we still sitting though? And so I have learned that Avatar and I are not friends unless I get to watch it at home where I can fidget all I want, because Joseph will just ignore me if I'm being annoying. But most of the time, he doesn't get mad at me for fidgeting at home. So I say most of
Yeah.
the time, he's never gotten mad at me. That sounds like like he
Yeah.
does that a lot. But like, you know what I mean? Like there's certain movies that I just I know for a fact I cannot watch in a movie theater, and it's
Which is wild because you love political intrigue things.
I do.
And like a lot of
Boring.
people, a lot of people are like snoozing during that, and you're just like, ooh,
That's
the Senate?
I love democracy.
That's what you explained about experiencing the movie theater. That's how I feel when I watch movies that are heavy on political intrigue. Like that's how I felt when I was watching Dune.
Yep.
Except I couldn't watch it at all. But I
Dude,
feel like
I
so
love
for
Dune.
movies like that, I tend to really enjoy reading them. I don't know why reading is easier. I guess it's just more active than watching.
Okay.
And so with things like Dune, I don't know. I haven't read it. Maybe I should try. But like stuff like that is typically a lot easier for me to read than it is for me to watch.
Interesting.
Well,
Okay.
I think there's like a grillion books or something. There's like so
Yeah,
many.
dude. I've read the first 3.
Out of
Apparently, it
1,000,000.
gets even weirder after the first 3. Yeah, the God Emperor of Dune is number 4, and that's where like, just look at the cover. It's wild.
Yeah, see, I can't read. Like, I mean, I can read.
Yeah,
But, like,
backpedal. Don't backpedal now.
I prefer audiobooks or like movies
Yes.
because I can't like sit and read something, even if it's something that I would normally really like. It takes a lot for me to be able to like physically read and like not fall asleep or like
I do get tired when I read, but I enjoy that.
sidetracked. It like the books that I physically read take months sometimes years, depending on the book.
I struggle with audiobooks because if I'm listening to anything, I'm likely to just no longer be listening to it, even if I'm doing nothing. Like there will be times where I'm just laying down, and then I come back and I'm like, "What the fuck?" and I have to go back. So it's like
Yeah.
when I'm reading, I'm like, I have to look at this fucking word, and then I have to look at the next word, and I do that until I'm done reading. But when I'm listening, I'm like, I'll miss 4 songs. Like just because I'll go into the void and I'll
Yeah.
come back. And
I
I'm like,
also have
fuck,
ADHD.
I missed my favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get it. I come back and I'm like, fuck, I missed my favorite song. And I
See-
go back and then I start it and then halfway through I'm like, fuck. Like, I get so mad, man.
If I'm doing that just sitting there, then I'll do the same thing. But if I'm like cleaning and listening to an audiobook, I get so much out of it. Or like I'm mowing the lawn
That's
and
crazy.
I'm listening
I
to
do
it.
significantly worse if I'm doing anything. If I want to actively listen, I have to be doing nothing else
Mm.
because it will just fade into background noise.
Yeah, no.
No,
if
there's
I'm
like
not
a-
doing anything, I will just then I become
The universe.
amorphous. Yeah. Like, and then I'm like, whoa, where did the past 4 hours go? Who knows? Like it's just not.
Speaking of doing shit, dude, I think I've told this to Damien already. Not the rest of you. I don't know why I would tell you. Sorry,
No
I just-
offense.
Well, it was not in any of our late night conversations.
I have been meaning to go through my clothes for literally a millennia.
Hmm.
I have now 3.5 bags, garbage bags full of clothes I need to donate because I finally got to it.
I'm so
still
proud
not.
of
I'm
you.
still not done, but I getting rid of a lot of clothes.
Dude, you need a ride to the Goodwill? I love
Soon,
going to
GM.
Goodwill.
Dude, don't we all, man?
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks. Speaking of donations, Mutants and Masterminds.
Yeah.
My
No. I've got a pretty good transition.
okay, forget what I just said.
Okay. Last book that I've read was the Sandman series. I'm through the first like 9 books, and in the start of the Sandman gets summoned, and the guy can't get him to do what he wants, and so he just like locks him away for 70 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
But yeah,
Speaking of getting summoned
Word.
and not doing what they want,
You know who you know who didn't get a chance to lock their thing away for 70 years? Dr. Phantasma,
yeah.
who is now a pile of goo.
yeah, he's now Doctor Goo to have some.
No,
He's Doctor.
none of that.
He's Professor Goop. He's a biohazard.
If you are listening and you don't recognize one of our voices, then go back to the last episode, you weirdo,
Yeah,
because
what a
that says
freak.
part 1. So I
Yeah.
don't know why you decided to listen to part 2 first. But for those who refuse to go to part 1, you want to
Yes.
reintroduce yourself?
Yes, of course. I am going to be the GM for this session. I am Garrett.
The G and GM stands for Garrett.
Yeah, that is correct. I'm the Garrett Master. I am brother to Damien.
Yes.
And these other guys I have
The
no
D&D
relation
stands
to.
for Damien.
He hates us.
He hates
Mhm.
us.
That's
we
what
do
he
not
said.
have late
That
night
is
talks over
correct.
Discord about my laundry.
So I'm actually just going to make sure that I kill everybody else's characters. All your dice rolls fail.
Perfect.
What
and
you roll
then-
doesn't matter.
And then my character's gonna die especially horribly.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both in game
Revenge.
and
Actually, worse than that, you'll be put in a pocket dimension just all by yourself and be driven mad by the lack of interaction.
See,
And
I
the
was
only
actually
thing that I have to reference is one singular red light that is the only thing grounding me to this.
Dude, love the SCP universe.
Dude.
So good.
I've seen that episode of Black Mirror.
There's a Black Mirror episode about that one.
It's very similar.
It is very similar.
Where they're training an AI, and they just like take this lady's consciousness down and put it into a like Google Home essentially, and he's like, "You're gonna do what I want."
Oh, that's
and,
right.
And she's
Okay.
like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Okay." Sit there for 10 years, and he like turns the little like dial, and she's like, "Give me anything to do, please." And he's like, "Okay, make toast." And she's like, "I don't want to." He's like, "How's another 10 years sound?" And like spins it forward. And eventually she's just like, "Let me do anything, please. I'm so bored."
That's right, because the whole idea was that like the AI would be able to know your mind
Knows
because
exactly
it's a
what
copy
you
of your
want.
mind.
Yeah,
It's just a Taming of the Shrew remake.
Everything's a remake.
that's a good point.
Everything's a remake of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Well, there's also I think there's only 7 or something, maybe it's like 13, like what narrative concepts that can even be explored. It's like all stories are only one of these things. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No, but
No.
that sounds rad, and I want to learn about it.
It is. It's true, and I don't remember exactly what it's called, but essentially there is a set number of narratives that are even possible.
Okay.
You think there's like another species that has more? You know how that one shrimp has more colors? You think there's another species that has more narratives?
Yes.
Probably any species that can that is more than 4-dimensional? More than that?
We're 3-dimensional beings.
Yeah,
living
any
in a
fourth dimensional being probably has an extra 27 narratives.
Actually, one of the creatures that does have more stories than that is the Luzins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the alien race of aquatic dwelling creatures who came down to Earth.
And we
Yeah,
brought it back.
brought it back.
Bingo,
Here we are.
bango. So last we left off, Dr. Phantasma had been turned into goo by what he referred to as Ocean City's death. He, flew in on a big cylinder that was holding a portal, and he splashed a bunch of people kind of for no reason, maybe just to be a dick. And then the creature that he appeared to have summoned from this extra dimensional space, or perhaps a portal to another dimension itself. Big chromatic tentacle kind of came out and just really squished him. And that is where we last left off.
Is the portal still open, or did it close behind the?
Yes, the portal is still open.
Okay.
And it appears as though this tentacle is still just kind of out and about.
Okay.
Um,
And has it come fully out of the portal at this point? How long is it, give or take?
It appears as though this tentacle is currently about 30, maybe 40 feet long.
Okay.
And it does not appear to have an end that you can see. It is still extending from the portal.
Okay.
Tentacle.
No thanks.
Thanks. I hate it.
Thank you. Excellent. So, zooming back in, what we see is as the death cries of Dr. Phantasma echo into the city, you see a stunned silence falls over the crowd as people who were washed away by this big wave sort of are standing up and trying to collect themselves, and they're looking at what appears to be some form of perhaps eldritch horror peeking its way through a dimensional portal. People begin to sort of collect themselves, and then you suddenly see a mass hysteria break out as people begin to run and scream from this portal. You are all generally in the area, having been attempting to evacuate people and minimize casualties. Having seen no casualties so far besides Dr. Phantasma, you all see this tentacle extend outwards. It uncoils, blood dripping from the shiny material. And you see the very front portion of it. It comes to almost a perfect point. And then it splits into 4 smaller individual pseudopods from the tip. And it begins to sort of split and open outwards. And then you see each of those do it again.
Ooh.
And then
oh no.
again.
Oh, no.
And again. And again. Until eventually you see perhaps hundreds of small slivers of this strange chromatic material. And you see these tentacles begin to worm and snake their way outwards, feeling, grasping, touching, learning, until one of them moves over and it touches a loudspeaker, one of the things from the PA system, and it grows taut. And then you see a very small purple pulse move from the base to the tentacle and then into the system, and you see a purple crackle of electricity as this speaker grows small silver legs and small silver arms, and it stands up, and it having no face, you can still tell that it wheels around, taking in its surroundings, and begins to run towards the crowd. You see the sliver that it was connected to snap and retract all the way back into the portal. And you see this creature beginning to run towards the crowd.
I at this point, I would like to do my like releasing Fafnir to try and drain power from it and from as many tentacles as I can get with a shapeable 30-foot area.
Excellent. We will get to that in one moment.
Sorry.
You're good. Absolutely. So you begin preparing this this ability of yours, and you suddenly hear a crackle from the speaker as it runs up, jumps up onto the stage in front of people, begins to move towards the center, and then it stands stock still, and you hear the crackling of a sort of distorted audio. And you hear, "Be not afraid. You do not know who I am, but I have been watching this earth for quite some time. Your culture is fascinating to me, and I would very much like to participate. You may call me Mikey, after my favorite Ninja Turtle."
Good
Nice.
choice.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. This guy's cool.
And as that happens, you see these other tentacles begin to move around and sort of just like connect to things and like touch stuff. And as they begin to connect, the same thing happens. You see that a couple of them begin to connect to some cars. There's a few more loudspeaker people. There's a few boats in the harbor, and one of like a couple of them get sort of blasted with this strange form of sentience. Are you still going to utilize your power?
He did just kill a guy right in front of us.
He did do that.
Just kill it, but it was a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Was.
Yeah, now it's goofy.
Oh, I guess that's probably like. Do we believe in killing?
I know that.
That is something that is up. Yeah, that is something that is completely up to you guys. You can be into killing if you want, or you can be, you know, more Batman.
Me personally, I have a couple black holes on my waist. I don't think I'm super against
Yeah, I don't
molecular
think.
disintegration. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm against it.
Yeah.
I think
Bad
it's like
guy,
not
get bad
ideal. Like, I think I avoid it if I can feasibly.
Yeah,
but if
like
it's a
ideally
question
they
of-
go to jail.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
But if I don't think I can feasibly detain them, I think, sure, kill them.
yeah.
Word.
I'll just over the communicator, just say, "Does anyone trust this thing?"
Oh, really?
I don't
Just-
particularly know.
I don't know what a Ninja Turtle is.
You haven't seen the Ninja Turtles?
No, I haven't seen
oh.
the Ninja Turtles. I'm
Must-
sorry. I grew up underwater.
It must
We'll-
be before your
We'll
time.
educate you
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
Can I like insight? I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Do the classic sus check.
Yeah, the vibe check, as my nephew says.
19.
19. It sounds like this guy was telling the truth. He did say participate in a bit of a cryptic fashion,
Has
but he really hasn't said a lot. So this is all happening very bullet time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I'm gonna launch it because it's not like that it deals damage
Okay.
per se.
Okay. So go ahead, and that is just a fortitude check on their part against your weakened power.
Yes, which Sorry, I think it's 10 ranks in it.
Excellent. So he's just going to do a save, and the DC is 10 plus your weaken power,
Which is 10.
which means it is a DC 20. And on a 9, you can subtract up to 11 points worth of stuff.
Oh, goody. So I can affect, as part of it, because I have the broad tag, I can affect his strength, his stamina, or more importantly, his speed.
Okay.
I think we're gonna go all of it speed.
Okay.
If that renders him immobile, even better.
You. And is this going to be at the loudspeaker itself or at the like base?
At the loudspeaker at the very least, and then any other things of it that I can get
Okay.
with the 30
There doesn't
foot
appear
shape.
to be any of the other ones that are within range of this one. This one appears to have just been just ran up to the stage and then sort of stood in the center, while the other ones sort of moved to surround the crowd to project the voice.
Okay, and I do hate to have to ask this. Does it have any greed in its heart?
It wants our culture greedily.
Maybe. Maybe. This will turn it hostile, probably. So.
You don't perceive it being affected by your ability.
Okay.
Not immediately, that is.
So the dragon then like swoops out and then just kind of like pushes through this loudspeaker, I guess. But the dragon now has like a mouthful of. It looks almost like treasure, as then it circles back and then swoops into me. At which point I become a little bit juiced,
Cool.
stronger, and like a little bit more.
You see, as the dragon
maneuvering.
comes out the other side, the small spindly legs that this thing had grown, you see them shrink in mass even more so until they grow to almost the thinness of like a string, and then it just collapses to the floor. You hear the loudspeakers continue as you do that. And it says, haha, excellent. So the games begin. I understand that people here are quite the fan of superheroes. I, too, am quite the fan of superheroes. I think they're really cool and rad. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just want to see some really cool stuff go down. So, run. And you see a bunch of people look around really confused. And then he says, you heard me. I said, run. And you see the boats that had these connections. You see the strings grow taut. They pull back into the portal. There's a pulse of purple electricity. And these boats, you see 2 fishing vessels grow these massive trunk-like legs out of their base. They are quadrupedal, so 4 legs coming out. And they begin to crawl their way on to the shore and step towards the crowd. And now you see people turn and begin to run. So we got your initiatives last time. You all did incredible. So now I'm just going to roll initiative for this swarm of creatures, so to speak.
Cool.
Yeah, this guy's not good.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good guy.
Yeah,
he was our
weirdly
fan.
enough.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Bad or just misunderstood?
Yes.
Maybe he's. I mean, how can anyone really truly understand the mind of a super fan?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I've heard that one Eminem song.
Yeah.
Stand?
actually, yeah.
Yeah, rip.
Yeah.
I was
Excellent.
actually thinking about what's his face? Syndrome in
Oh,
Incredibles.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, pretty bad on initiative, which means that first up is Phoenix.
All right. I think since everyone's looking at the stage first, but then running away from the boats. I think I want to be front and center, so I'm gonna try to finish off the speaker on the stage, and I'm going to use my energy control pinpoint blast. The ranged
Fancy.
damage of 12. And blast it, and then try and superhero pose like right in the middle of the stage where it used to be.
Very cool. Very
Okay.
cool. That's the loudspeaker that you're trying to do that to?
Yeah.
Excellent. Go ahead and do your range damage.
Okay.
So roll to hit.
Rolling to hit. Okay. Ooh, nat 20.
Natural 20. That's really, really good.
Yeah. With an agility of 4, and yeah, 12 damage.
So, for a critical hit, you can add one of 3 effects.
Okay.
And I will allow the players to choose, just kind of for funsies and for flavor. You can increase the effect of your attack, meaning that you would increase the damage rank by +5.
Okay.
You can add an additional effect, so that would be a separate resistance check that he would make, and it is essentially adding another effect that you would like on top of that, i.e., like trying to make them prone, or trying to like hit them in the eye and make them blind, something like that.
Okay.
Or you can do an alternate effect, which is essentially you gain the use of one temporary array ability.
Okay.
Like, but you get to come up with it on the spot. So it's essentially you've spent how many points for your range damage? 25?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
could, if you wanted to, on the spot, just come up with another 25-point power
Oh.
and
okay.
use that as if it was your range damage, but just for this instance.
Okay.
So it's up to you. The most simple is just adding 5 to your attack.
Yeah, I think since no one else is near, I think I'm just gonna focus this energy into the one guy.
Excellent. So he is going to make his toughness check, and that is DC 15 plus your damage ranks.
12. Well, 17 now.
17 now, which makes that a DC 20 some odd check.
32.
32. I can't do math. And on a 2 on the die,
Nice.
Oh, no.
that is 4 degrees of failure. You go ahead and describe what happens to this loudspeaker.
Yeah. The fireball. So I come down like a comet, right? Just on fire, flames everywhere. I superhero pose in the spot where it used to be, and it is just gone. It's a little crater there. And the cameraman, he was on point. He
Got
didn't run
everything.
away. He knew what his job was.
He knew what he was doing.
And
He
I
threw
look-
the bag over the camera the second he saw the wave.
Yeah, I look right into the camera. And I say, "Let's turn up the heat."
yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay. Okay. What do I add to persuasion?
It's your presence plus whatever you have in your persuasion. And I will also
Okay,
give you a
6.
+5 circumstance bonus.
Ooh, okay. So altogether, that's a 17.
So you bring out your signature line, and a few people from the crowd, you see they turn around and they like let out a couple cheers, and you hear, oh my god, Phoenix is here, he's gonna save us. Is the Phoenix Squad here? Phoenix Corps? The Phoenix Kids? I love those guys. So this loudspeaker explodes. You do the 6 superhero landing. You look around. It appears as though that wasn't the only loudspeaker, obviously.
Okay.
There's about 3 more that are sort of just following the crowd around, is what it seems like.
Okay.
And then you also see off to the sides, there are about 5 or 6 cars that appear to have been possessed,
Okay.
and these 2 boats.
Okay.
Anything else you would like to do for your action?
No, that's it.
Excellent. Cordelia, mimic.
She's grimacing.
I don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm by the shoreline.
Mhm.
Is the portal up above me, or is it like?
It is suspended about 30 feet in the air,
Okay.
and it is pretty much directly behind the stage.
Okay. Let's see. Is there like a limit to how many times you can use certain powers, or like can I just do them whenever?
You can do them whenever. They take certain types of actions, which means if it's a move action, you have to take a move action to do it. If it's an action, you have to take a standard action to do it. But if it says free action, as many times as you want. Well, within reason.
Okay. I think I just don't know that my camouflage is gonna come in handy right now in this moment. So I'm thinking I might just use my ink effect again. The one on the stage was just destroyed by you. So I think if I can move to the foot of the stage, like the front part, and then utilize my ink, I'm hoping that will conceal some of these sentient whatevers.
Okay.
I guess they're not even seeing though. I don't know if that
They have
works.
some sense of perception, right?
Yeah.
They do appear to have some sense of perception.
Okay,
yes.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay, so you move forward, you release another version of your ink cloud. And which ones are you trying to hit during this? The ones that are around the crowd, or are you trying to do this to obscure the boats or the cars?
I was thinking about the other walking speakers, but I guess I did forget there were boats and cars. I think I'm gonna leave the boats and cars to you guys, potentially, because I don't have like a huge range for like damage necessarily. And I'm not gonna damage a boat with my venom.
I will say your damage ability, essentially for flavor, can kind of include a corrosive aspect. It is just a basic damage power, which means it's not actually poison. It is something that causes physical damage.
Okay.
So you actually do have a pretty darn good damage ability.
Okay, actually, if that's the case, then I might try and get one of these boats.
Okay.
Because how far up are the boats?
Well, their legs are touching the ground, but the legs are about 10-ish feet, 15 feet long.
Oh, easy. Okay.
Almost as tall as you.
Yeah, exactly.
So
For the listeners, I'm 6'6",
Yeah, basically 100 feet tall.
basically.
So I'm going to, instead of my ink cloud, I am going to get my tentacles out. I have multiple limbs, so I have little
Cool.
tentacles. And they have a 60-foot reach because I have an elongation
Dude.
thing on them. And I will use them to close range attack.
Excellent. Go ahead and
the
give me a close
blades.
combat check.
Okay.
And you can also describe what your tentacles look like and what it looks like as you whip out for this attack.
So they basically just kind of come out, I guess, from like where my shoulder blades would be, kind of.
Cool.
And they like round over in front of my body, and they are just like little squid like tentacles. And unless I am reaching them out, they're like normal limb length for my body. But then like they can be longer, and there's the same like light purple hue as my skin tone. But okay, close combat check, and that's with
So that is plus
dexterity
your
or fighting.
That's plus your fighting plus your close combat ranks.
Okay.
You have 2 hero points.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
You in fact have 2 hero points.
I was gonna move it for a second. Do people play this as villains as well?
Roll.
Yeah, you can do this however you want.
Villain points. Ooh.
I did think that running a villain campaign would be cool as well.
Yeah,
It
that
always
sounds
is.
really fun.
In any form of TTRPG. Imagine being Cottage and Cerberus, but you're the Cerberuses.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one of my hero points to improve my roll, which lets me re-roll any die and take the better of the 2. Or it does that. Do I have to do that beforehand?
So-
It
You-
sounds like I have to do that beforehand.
You do not.
Okay.
You can use it's just you re-roll any die, and if you roll a 1 through a 10 on your re-roll, you add 10 to it.
Oh,
So it's
sick.
essentially it's almost a guarantee that you'll pass.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so 18 instead,
Excellent.
which is much better than 6.
That is
is a lot better.
much better.
By multiple degrees.
So you reach out and you whip at these. You're going for the boats, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are going to try to resist with toughness. What is your damage rank? 12, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is actually another 2 on the die. So 4 degrees of failure.
Holy cow.
You're goaded for that. You're a
thank
real
you.
one.
What does it look like as you incapacitate this boat?
As you knock up
This boat with big elephant legs.
So, I think I imagined it as like reaching out kind of over the boat and kind of like, I don't know, like wrapping around it. I'm probably coming around the like new elephant legs that it has a little bit, with any extra reach that I have. And you just see this like acidic kind of foamy corrosion start happening as it spreads. It just kind of cracks the boat and falls to the ground.
Excellent. Yes, you see the 4 legs, the 2 in front and the 2 in back, separate, and the center of the boat falls inwards, and the legs, no longer able to keep the balance, collapse and begin to sort of puddle, and then start to move back in the direction of the portal. Is there anything you would like to do with your move action?
I think I already moved because I was more close to like the
Excellent.
beach part. So
Perfect. Next is Atlas.
The cars, are they like still pretty grouped up, or are they like
Yes, they are. They haven't gotten an opportunity to move yet, but you do see them beginning to stand, and these ones are actually standing up so that the bottom of the car, the side with like the wheels and the undercarriage, is facing forward as if that is the face.
Oh, it's like a guy.
Exactly. So it seems like there's legs that are sort of growing out of the wheel wells in the bottom, and then they grow more arms out of the front wheel wells, and then it pushes itself up.
Are there any people in these cars?
No.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Good.
I want to.
Actually, give me a perception check.
Oh wait, him.
Me?
Anybody.
Okay.
I didn't think of it. So I'll leave it to him.
That's a 10 on the 10. 10.
10 total.
Yep.
You do not see any people inside these cars.
Okay.
I also don't because I got a 9.
I want to leap over to the cars. And then I didn't flesh this out enough in my notes, I think. I have the singularity guys. I don't know what the range on that is.
It is an area burst effect, which means it is 30 feet from where you activate the power.
Okay. Can I position it so I want the cars to be in range. I don't want the people to be in range. Does that make
Yes.
sense? So if it's like cars and then people over here, and if I need
Yes.
to be a little bit behind the cars to not.
Yes, you can definitely maneuver and position yourself in such a
Okay.
way that you're minimizing casualties here. Absolutely.
I want to do that and then activate one. I'm gonna need you to walk me through this. So
Yes.
I pull out of my pocket a small little, like purple metal. I want to say capsule, but not exactly a capsule. I want like imagine more of a Pokeball,
Okay.
and then where that little tiny circle is on the Pokeball, I click it and then I drop it, and then I kind of like skitter away a little bit. I really don't have to. Like I'm immune to gravity effects, but I just still don't want to be in the center of it.
Cool.
And then you see like a tiny black hole form, like a little black dot, and then it gets a little bigger. It doesn't get much bigger than this though. But then it starts like slowly pulling in like debris
About the
and
size
rubble.
of like a silver dollar.
Yeah, and it starts to like you just see like debris and like loose leaves and like other things within a 30-foot radius start getting pulled into it.
Lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese.
Excellent.
What's the meme?
Debris.
Thank you. I missed it. Thank you. Okay. So in this power, I have 5 ranks.
Excellent. So,
So
any
they need to make a save.
yes.
Okay.
So they're just going to make a save, and any save is done with DC 10 plus however many ranks you have. So we're gonna call this one a dodge reflex save to try to avoid your effect. One of them fails, and so does the other one.
So how it works? If you want, like, do you want them to count? Do you know? Do I have to
Yes.
say words.
Yes. So
Um,
essentially, you have a move object ability that can also damage people.
Yes, it has to. So how it works is that it obviously has to like pull people towards it, like towards the center of it.
Yes.
And is the damage also dependent on the skill ranks? I don't know how the damage calculates.
Yes, it is. So anytime there is a damage effect, it is just based on your power rank. So the only difference between damage ranks for like somebody else making a save and for you just hitting somebody with an attack is that if they are making a save, then however many damage ranks you have can't exceed 10, which is your guys' power level.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So they
so-
start getting pulled into the center of this.
Yes. So they both immediately, as soon as you drop this black hole, they both start to get sucked towards the center, and they are going to make their toughness checks. And they both did super trash, but not as trash as the other ones. So they each failed by 2 degrees, which means that they are dazed until the end of their next turn.
Cool.
Did you do that in character?
It's actually a really weird sight because you see everything else getting sucked in, but I have gravitational immunity, so I'm just kind of chilling next to it.
Yes. Would you like to describe further what it looks like as these creatures are sucked towards the center?
Yeah, I think it's like as they slowly get closer to the center of it, you start to see like little pieces break off. Not quite spaghettification. I don't think it's like that strong yet. Like you'd have to be pretty damn close. But you definitely see like some of like the paint starting to chip off, and like maybe like some of the I almost said gum. Some of the rubber from the tires like starting to slowly peel off.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so cool.
Isn't it, bro?
Mega cool. They get sucked towards the center, their paint chipping, their legs buckling a little bit as they try to push against the force and move themselves further into the crowd. Revenant, that is your turn.
So since the dragon like stole the power and like went back into himself, his muscles have been like growing, and there's like in some spots you're seeing like some scales, but it's not just like muscles on his arm or his body. You're also seeing like his legs starting to get that same kind of like patches of like dragon scales on it. I now have a speed rank of 4, which means that I can move
Fast.
500 feet in a round.
Dang,
jeez.
what?
That is fast.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
Can I get to the other boat? Because I imagine the other boat's like on the other side of the beach, right? Probably pretty far. Or,
thought they were by a
Definitely
harbor.
within 500 feet for sure.
Cool.
but like, is Mimic closer?
To the other boat?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yes, but only. Basically, you were on the south side of the stage. Both of the boats came from the north side of the stage.
Oh, okay. I'll leave the boats to you.
Okay.
I say over the headset. I'm gonna then try and deal with some of these cars, because paint the picture as far as like enemy disposition goes. We have one boat remaining.
Yes, one boat remaining. There are 2 cars that are currently up. There's also another 3 loudspeakers that are sort of following the crowd around. And that's the basic array for what's going on right now.
Okay.
Are the 2 cars you're describing the ones being sucked in, or are there 2 additional cars?
There are 2 cars that are being sucked in.
Okay.
Okay. I think it makes sense for me to deal with loudspeakers then. So I want to try that take 10 kind of a thing.
Okay. So that just means you have speed rank 4, which means you can move 500 feet in a round. You have 500 feet of movement. You easily close with these loudspeaker-esque creatures. So they are considered minions, which means that you can just take 10, do a routine check to hit them. So what is your attack bonus?
My attack bonus is for close combat 8. So 8 plus the 10, 18.
Yes. So that is an 18 to hit them, which absolutely hits them. They are going to make their toughness checks, and if they fail, they are incapacitated.
Which requires my damage effect total,
Yes.
right? So I have the scythe, the talon of Fafnir, that has damage effect 5 on it, and then my strength is also buffed to 5, so that's 10.
Correct.
Okay.
So that becomes a DC 25 then for their toughness check.
Okay.
And because you only have one action, that is a single target effect. So you are only affecting one of these loudspeakers currently.
Okay. And there's no like alternate way to attack to like hit more of them. I think there was an advantage about that. but-
Yes, there's advantages that you can get wherein if you attack a minion and they become incapacitated, you can immediately follow up, move up to your move speed, and continue to attack minions.
That's crazy.
Yes, and you can just do that until either you fail or they succeed.
So you could kill them all.
You could
That's
theoretically, yeah. So pretty sick, I think. That is Only a failure by 1 degree.
Really?
Yes. However, because they are a minion, it is still considered incapacitated.
Okay, gotcha.
What does it look like as you take out this spindly speaker with legs?
I think like as I'm like moving my muscles around a little bit, I'm like feeling the speed, and I kind of like hop 1, 2, and then I just disappear as I swiftly move by, and it's like kind of like a drive-by swing with a scythe to just slice them in half, and I overshoot that one and like stop in front of another one.
Excellent. Very, very cool. All right. Any further actions on your part?
That was move. That was standard. I don't have any extra free actions. Yep.
Excellent. Next is going to be all of these creatures, the minions of Mikey, this sort of interdimensional
Ninja Turtle
fanboy.
fan, yeah. Honestly, I get it.
Yeah. So, over by the cars, we see these two sort of big metal creatures. The black hole effect moving them backwards fades, and they both turn their carriages towards you. They make a few boom, boom. What's up?
I'm sorry, I don't know how this works. It says it takes a standard action to maintain the effect each round.
Yes. So if you have concentration on something, then it is considered. If you have the continuous extra, it makes something not concentration. It just keeps happening. If you have concentration, it takes a standard action to maintain an effect. Do you have a do you have the concentration extra on your what is it, move object?
I don't know because it doesn't say it in the keywords, but in the description of the singularity ability from the gravity powers page, it does say it takes a standard action to maintain it. So I'm not sure what the intent was in the book.
Okay. Then I believe for you, then you can just continuously maintain the effect as long as you maintain concentration on it. But concentration in Mutants and Masterminds is a standard action every turn.
Okay.
If you at any point stop taking that standard action, the effect goes away.
Okay.
So you can still have that power going, but I will say you don't have any ability that allows you to move it from one place to another. So in order to move it, you would need to drop it and then recast, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But in this scenario, they are being pulled backwards. They were pulled and were subjected to the effect, and now they are essentially, you don't have anything that impedes their movement, so to speak. So they just continue to move outwards and away from the singularity.
But if they didn't get all the way out, they would get pulled back in. Is that
Correct.
what would happen?
That's exactly what that means.
Okay. Follow-up question I just remembered right now. What does dazed do?
Dazed, they may only take a single standard action. Thank you for reminding me. So both of these creatures are dazed, which actually means that they cannot take a move action. They can only take a standard.
Oh, interesting.
And of course, as with most other systems, you can just take a standard action to take a move action. They're not going to do that. Instead, you see one of them reaches over, lifts up another car, and is going to throw it directly at you. Go ahead and give me a dodge check. So that's just going to add your dodge defense.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. I'll ask my question in a second. My dodge defense. My defense, if you would. And I just add that to my 20?
Yes.
20. That is 16 on... Not on this. That is 16 total. My force field gloves, would that be at this point, or would that be for damage?
So you... it is for damage.
Okay.
And also, you have not activated them
Okay.
currently. I do believe that activating them is a free action, so you could have done that on your on your turn if you would like to.
Okay, yeah. So free actions still have to be done on your turn. They're not like
Yes,
reactionary.
yes,
Okay, cool.
exactly.
Then can
Unless
I-
something says it's a reaction, it's
Okay,
yeah.
I see. Can I have done that?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Obviously, in character, you know how your powers work.
I've had these
so-
gloves for a minute.
Exactly. So you would have activated your sort of protection gravity
Cool,
gloves. That is enough to dodge out of the way as this creature throws this car at you, and then you see the other car. So this car just skids directly behind you on its roof towards the stage.
Oof.
You see the other car with legs actually picks up the one to its right, which is the other car that has legs.
That's fucked up.
And he is going to attempt a similar maneuver.
Okay, so same thing for me.
This one, he's actually going to roll to hit, which I think I should have done last time. But okay. Okay, what is your dodge defense?
7.
So 17 total. That's like essentially your AC. He is going to hit you with this big car. Go ahead and give me a toughness check. DC 22.
And on this, do I add the protection rank?
This is where you add your protection ranks.
Okay.
So protection adds to your toughness, and you also add your base toughness as well,
Okay.
which is equal to your stamina rank plus however many points you put into your toughness.
I see. Oh, it's a 3. It was looking weird. 3 plus 10 is 13. Plus 4 is 17. That was really hard for me. Sorry. I got
Excellent.
17.
Okay, so that is exactly 2 degrees of failure due to it being 1 below and 5 below. So that means that you are dazed until the end of your next turn, and you have a cumulative -2 penalty to further checks against damage.
Okay.
So that essentially just means you have a -2 to your toughness. And that does continuously stack, unless you have a regeneration or healing ability that makes that go away.
Do we have a max HP?
No. Essentially, the way HP works in this game is eventually you will cumulatively have such an intense negative to your toughness check that you cannot fail by less than 4 degrees. And then you become incapacitated.
I see.
So it's essentially how many hits you can take.
Okay, cool.
That's kind of a cool mechanic.
I think it's awesome,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
It's kind of City of Mist.
Yeah. It makes it a little more
Yeah.
narrative, or it makes it narrative but more dice based.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that this makes
A lot more sense,
Makes
maybe.
more sense.
Excellent. So that is the vehicles. Next is the boat. The other one that just saw you take out its friend, you see it turns its hull in your direction.
Oh no.
What's the name of the ship?
The Santa Maria,
Thank you.
of course.
That was fast.
Thank you. You see it turn its hull towards you, and then you just hear.
Oh no.
And it begins to trample in your direction. It is going to make a close attack against you. What is your parry defense?
8.
Oh, +8. So 18 total.
18 total.
Of
Now,
course.
is that with your fighting score? You
Uh,
add those together.
Yes, you add your fighting ability score plus however many points you decide to put into your parry defense. Hers is 18.
Yeah.
I do
Cool.
remember that.
I already added.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
did the same thing.
pre-added?
Yeah.
I did not pre-add.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because your active defenses are 10 plus your defense rank.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Cool.
So it moves forward and it begins to lift one of its massive legs over you, and then it comes down hard, and you manage to roll out of the way
Oh, good.
as it leaves a crater in its wake. That is this boat's turn, and next is a couple loudspeakers. One of them is going to. There's only two left. One of them is going to target you, Revenant, and one of them is going to target you, Phoenix. I would like both of you to give me fortitude saves.
Fortitude. So just the
Four
die
of
roll
them.
plus the fortitude.
Correct.
23.
Excellent.
11.
All right. You see these loudspeakers begin to send out a little bit of feedback, and then the pitch gets higher and higher and higher until you see these sonic waves moving out of them. Phoenix, you manage to fly up and out of the way as this loudspeaker is sort of trying to aim in your direction, and you're moving around too much for it to be able to actually get you. Revenant, you are subjected to the
That is one loudspeaker.
the vulnerable condition, which means that currently your active defenses are halved,
Damn.
but you round up.
Nice.
So you are
That's
a bit
fine.
easier to hit. Hit right. Hit right. Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. So that is all of those small creatures. And then you see from the portal one more thing appears. You see coming out, it appears to be made of this sort of liquid metal as the rest of this like tentacle that came out is, but you see a small line connected to it that goes back, made of this same material, and you see an entirely chromatic humanoid figure emerge from the portal. You see one sort of central ocular indent with no actual eyeball in it. It is just sort of an indentation in the skull, or what would be the skull of this creature. And you see it floats outwards. And it says, "Wow, you guys are pretty cool, honestly. That was like awesome. You took down that boat in like one hit, and this guy's flying around. This is like, honestly, beyond my wildest dreams. I'm having so much fun. Thank you guys."
I can't be mad
I
at
don't
him.
know what to
I
say.
know, right?
I'm stunned.
And then he says, "But I think this might not be as fun as I want it to be. So let's get a little crazy, guys." And you see he extends one of his arms outwards, and it elongates to maybe 300, 400 feet long, and then it becomes razor thin. And he simply swipes to one side, bisecting a building in half.
Jeez.
Oof.
And it begins to slide downward, directly towards where all of these people are running away.
This guy sucks, but also he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to hate him.
Just like me. Top of the round, it is Phoenix's turn. That building is coming down at the beginning of these creatures' next turn.
I have very few defensive type stuff. I think I'm better used just staying on the offense. Can you guys?
Can you fly and scoop people up though?
I am very fast.
You can fly really fast.
Okay. Are there people in the building?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh.
I got a nat 1. So I'm gonna say
There could be.
Dunno.
You're really not sure.
um
Yeah, I would like to voice that I am also not very good at moving large herds of people.
Yeah, I'm not good at moving except in water.
We may have a better chance at simply trying to destroy the building so much that it doesn't harm people, but we have no way of not harming the people inside if there are any.
all right.
Wait, no, never mind. I got
Dang
really excited for that. I was like, oh, I can just catch it. But then I was like, oh no, I can't move.
Oh
I'm big.
no.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no. I'm gonna try to do the
Wait,
flash
could
thing.
you scoop him up?
Like I'm
And
Neapolitan ice cream.
yeah, and then you can magnet.
Wait, will you be
gravity.
not dazed if I take you from there?
I
But
can't.
he gets
I
to
can
have
only
one
take an action.
I will
So
say.
if you move him,
Oh, okay.
Yes. I
Yeah.
will say a couple other things that you can use hero points for.
Okay.
One, you can recover, which means it allows you to immediately, without taking an action, remove a dazed, fatigued, or stunned condition, or convert the exhausted condition into a fatigued condition.
Okay.
So you could recover from that with a hero point. I will also say, because I haven't covered this previously, there is essentially, if you can tell me why whatever power it is that you would like to use would be able to counter an effect that is happening, then you can make your case to me, and then it will come down to an opposed check. So essentially, if you think that any of you would be able to, see this thing extending its big, long sword out and about to bisect the building, if you think that there's a way that you could counter that from happening, then you
Could-
can
We can make a case.
you
Could
can
you
make a
weld?
case.
Okay.
the building
Whoa.
back.
Ooh. Or could I try and cut the sword off? Am I that fast?
You are really fast. You have a very, very quick flight speed.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to try and do then. I am going to try to pinpoint blast with the precise keyword and cut that arm off right as it's starting to hit the building.
Excellent.
Can I aid in that action?
Yes.
So my scythe has the indestructible feature.
Ooh, okay.
So
that's
if he can't get through the scythe, he can't get to the building, and at least I could slow it down for you.
okay. Yeah.
And would that
You're, like,
cost both
catching
of
it.
them
Yeah.
hero points, or is that
So countering is not a hero point related
Oh,
thing. That is
cool.
just something that you can try to do to essentially counter an ongoing effect that is happening.
Okay.
I like that. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's really cool.
So team checks, any person that aids just gives you a +2.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
Does that take anything from the person? Like, do you have to lose a future action or whatever?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
That's just something that you can do.
friendship, best ship in the game.
Teamwork. Dream.
Yes, I think that the way it's supposed to work is that it would be this person gets their turn, and then you can use your turn to try to counter it. But in the scenario, narratively, I think it's awesome. So that's how that works. And for countering, it is just going to be the effect rank of your power
Okay.
plus the +2 circumstance bonus from being aided by Revenant in this moment.
Okay.
And it is going to be a contested check against this individual's power rank.
Okay. So range damage 12? Is that what I'm using here?
Yes.
Okay.
So the total rank of your power is 12. So you
Cool.
get to roll a d20 and add 12.
I should have put more ranks.
And then
in my-
plus an
Alright.
additional 2.
26, 28.
28 total. So you manage to, as this creature is extending out this massive blade, you can tell that this is destructive.
That would be bad.
Extremely. And so you laser focus your fire directly onto a point, and then you see Revenant with his incredible speed run forward and bisect this blade before it has a chance to move. As it begins to move its finger to slice this building, you manage to instead cut the tendril off before it can reach.
I imagine it's just like it's getting bent weird because it's got the heat here that's cutting, and then I come in and like slam into it, and it just like tink, snaps.
Yeah.
Yes. And you see the sliver just sort of as if it were a liquid just fall to the ground, and then it begins to slither back towards the portal. That is its turn. And your turn.
My turn. Yes. Okay. Awesome.
So next up would be Mimic.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna try and go for a similar attack with this other ship. Since I've just dodged out of the way. But I think this time instead I'm going to aim only for the legs and kind of, do the like Legolas thing.
Oh, like they did
the-
to Dr. Phantasma? You're
No.
gonna coil it and then...
No, you're going to do the at.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, we're all on the same page, sort of. Kind of. Four-legged thing, go
Yeah.
fall.
You're on
Oh, that's
Hoth.
what you
You're
said,
going to
Star
wrap
Wars,
it
yeah.
up.
Oh, okay.
Seriously got 100 on the die.
And that's adding fighting, right?
Yes, that's plus your fighting, plus your close combat.
Okay, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That is very, very good. You definitely managed to hit this big guy. Going to make his toughness check. Okay, 2 degrees of failure. This large thing you managed to whip out, and it stumbles back a little bit as you strike it with your very large tentacle. Any move action or anything else?
The boat is still up though, even though it got
Correct.
Because this one isn't classified as a minion.
Correct. Not even the other boat was classified as a minion. It just did so bad on its check that it failed by 4 degrees.
Okay.
And the venom attack is like only in the moment, right? Like it's not like a lasting thing.
Correct.
Okay, so I think I'll like back up a little bit, but I don't want to move too much.
Okay. There is no sort of attack of opportunity mechanic.
Okay.
So you are free to move about as much as you would like.
Yeah, I just want to get a little bit out of the way, but until the boat is done, I think I'll probably stick over here unless you guys need me.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm good.
Next up is Atlas.
Are both cars still in range? I know one threw the other one at me, but I was also standing in range. So is it?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And I think I just want to try to continue the effect.
Excellent. Okay, you take your standard action. They're going to make their reflex saves.
I have 5 ranks in this skill.
Yes, and they fail pretty horrifically, so they're going to
Keep
do
doing
their toughness checks as well. These ones are also not counted as minions. But they do fail both of them by another 2, which means they have a cumulative -5, or -4 rather. And they are both dazed again.
How much damage does it do? Did we talk about that last turn? I don't remember.
How
They
much
did,
damage does your thing do?
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my ranks, right?
Mhm.
Yes. It does damage equal to your rank, which just increases the DC of the toughness check that they have to make.
Okay. And is that... How much damage do they take?
Yes, that is how much damage they take.
Based on how much they fail by. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
That's how
And-
many conditions become imposed upon them.
Okay. And I was also dazed.
Yes.
So that's my turn. Oh. Both my gloves. I activated this one. I also want to activate this one. But I have 2 gloves. Right?
Yes.
And activating them as a reaction.
Which, what do your
the
2
gravity.
gloves do?
The gravity glove ups my melee damage.
Okay.
And the force field glove is the protection glove?
So your gravity glove is just sort of already active.
Okay.
It's basically just only effective when
I
you punch
throw a
somebody.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. I knew that. That's my glove. That's my turn.
Excellent. Next up is Revenant.
I used my turn to aid, right?
No.
No?
No. We'll just say that anybody can aid in checks as
As
sort
long
of
as
a
you can-
flavor aspect.
As long as you can narratively explain.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We're going rule of cool for a lot of this.
We're on a comic
so
book. Like,
even if you guys are like want to do something where you're like, technically this isn't on my character sheet, feel free, and we can always have a discussion about it.
Okay.
cool.
Sick.
Cool.
In that case, you hear over the little headset communicators, dibs, and I sprint towards the floating humanoid figure.
Excellent.
And we're gonna make an attack on him. If it does matter, because I don't entirely know, it does have the penetrating effect.
That does matter and is very good.
Okay, it just sounded cool. So there was something about impervious toughness that it can like bypass or something.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I can explain that if you want me to.
Yes, please.
Essentially, when you have the protection power, that increases your toughness. You can also add the impervious extra to it, which makes it cost 1 extra. But it means that anything that has a damage rank of half your protection power, so let's say you had protection 10, impervious, that would mean anything with damage rank 5 or lower simply does not work.
Dang.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and oh boy, I swing this thing at him. That's gonna be a close combat roll, which I get +8 to. So that is 21.
21 is a hit exactly.
Ooh.
What is your damage rank?
So 5 from the scythe and then 5 from the strength.
Excellent. Fails by 1 degree,
Okay.
meaning that it is no negative conditions are imposed, but it now has a cumulative -1 to further instances to resist damage.
Okay.
It appears as though you have grazed it.
Okay. Yeah, imagine I like swing, but it's not quite far enough in and just like cuts just the front little bit.
Yes. Very much so. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Standard. I had to move up to him. I don't think so.
Excellent. Going again is going to be these cars. They are both dazed, but they are within range. At least one of them is. And so it is going to make a close attack against you. One of them goes to swing at you, and you reverse gravity directly above yourself. And as it's swinging down, it actually swings back up and clocks the other one right in the face, right in the car. That was a natural 1 from him. The other one takes the hit and stumbles back a little bit. And it is going to look forward and try to hit you as well. What is your parry defense?
+7. So 17.
+7. So 17 total. He is going to hit you. So go ahead and give me a DC 19 toughness check. Or DC 20, rather.
Oh no. I got.
Sorry, does that include the negative
Oh right.
stuff?
Yes, it does. So because you've already suffered 2 degrees of failure, that is whatever your toughness check is -2.
Okay, but I get +4 from the gloves. So
Yes.
essentially I only get +2 from the gloves.
Yes.
So I got 19 total.
19 total. That's only one more degree, so no further conditions are imposed upon you,
But I
but you
get
do
another
have
-1.
another -1. So that's a -3 total.
I have a question about dazed.
Yes.
And I apologize if you already answered this.
Oh, of course.
But do you stay dazed until
The end of your next turn.
okay. So it's not like a constant effect. It's
No,
just
no.
but it will stack on top of it.
Yeah, so you can be
Like if you fail again, then
Yes.
you'll,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Cool.
But if you've already been hit, you just are dazed, and it doesn't like continue for another round. It's just no matter how many times you hit or you get hit, if you are dazed, you're just dazed until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I just wasn't sure if it was like a dazed until
dazed. and
otherwise
X amount of rounds.
intervening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense though.
Okay. Next is the remaining boat. It looks down at you and it is going to rise up onto its two rear legs and try to hit you with
No.
a stomp. What is your parry defense?
18.
18. It manages to stomp down directly on top of you.
No.
I'm gonna need you to give me a DC 23 toughness
Toughness.
check.
No.
What'd you get? The degrees actually matter. So
I got an 11.
an 11 total.
Yeah.
What's your toughness?
4.
Oh.
Team. Oh, I forgot the 10. I'm sorry. Right?
So
I add the 10 into this?
No.
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 It's
So
your
yeah,
die
That's
then
the
it
only
is
one
it
you
is
get.
just
Yeah.
11 then.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have very much toughness. I'm kind of squishy.
I think most fish are.
Yeah. That's kind of why I went with
Mhm.
yeah. Got a lot of willpower though.
I think a lot of fish do.
Yeah.
Have to make it.
Okay. Luckily, that still falls within. Or actually, that's
These mapping
minus
listeners.
10. Yeah.
It'd be 3.
So that is 3 degrees of failure. You become staggered.
Oh no.
You have a -3 circumstance penalty to further checks against damage.
Okay.
If you become staggered one more time, if you fail by 3 2 times in a row, then you become
You blow up.
you actually become incapacitated.
Dang.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. A boat elephant just stomped on me. So
Yeah, valid.
Yes.
That does
So
hurt.
and this thing is big and strong. That's sort of its whole meme.
And staggered, for those who don't know, is a combination of dazed and hindered. We already know what dazed does, but hindered says move at -1 speed to rank.
and with the -3 penalty, that will affect my toughness
For a-
Yes.
until I regenerate.
Yes, exactly. Which
Cool.
happens at the beginning of your turn.
Okay. Cool.
Does it happen regardless of stagger or any like dazed effects?
Yes, so regeneration is just a consistent effect that happens
Cool.
for you. And then finally is going to be Mikey. You see, he says, dude, that was really, really cool the way you countered that. You guys are a pretty effective team, if I may say so myself.
Mikey is just you.
What?
Should see the smirk, you
No
guys.
way.
So, nah, what?
I would never do that. That was an accident. Mikey is going to reach out and he says, let's try this one on for size. And you see it looks like he just grows almost hair, basically, but like thicker, coming out of his head. And then you see it's sort of just a bunch of like flagella, if that makes sense, where it's
Ooh,
just like
yeah.
very small, like wiggly tentacles. And they start to move in like almost a circular pattern. It's very strange and spooky to look at, but also sort of like satisfying in the way that it is like geometrically perfect.
Nice.
And then you see all of the security guards that were around, the armed personnel. You see they begin to turn to each other, and their eyes crackle with this sort of purple energy, and then they turn their eyes on the crowd.
That's not good.
I don't like that.
And begin moving in their direction and pulling weapons.
Oof. Okay.
Next up,
It's me.
Mario.
So, I would like to pull out what looks like my car keys and hit a button to remotely activate my military chopper's rockets.
excellent.
That's so
That's
fucking
crazy.
cool.
Excellent. Very sick.
Beep beep. And yeah, so they have damage 9, burst 6. I don't know exactly how to roll this. Does it just hit? I'm looking at the air vehicles helicopter.
If I remember correctly, I think it still has to take your ranged
Still
attack.
my ranged attack.
Yes.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
go ahead and roll your ranged attack.
Oof. Okay.
And who and what are you aiming?
Oh, I'm aiming at the main guy.
Okay.
Medusa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mikey.
Mikey.
Mike?
Do they have like an area explosion?
They do.
I imagine that's the
Okay.
blast.
Yeah, that's fine.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll regenerate.
I'll be
Oh, true.
fine.
I bet this happens a lot.
Yeah.
It probably does. I imagine I've walked right into your gravity fields. I've walked right into whatever venom shit's going
For sure.
on.
For sure.
Probably.
What did you get?
So I got an 8, but I think I am going to use my hero point to re-roll that.
No, sorry. I just remembered. If it has the area extra,
Oh, okay.
that just means it does that. It goes where you want it to, and then in that area, the people have to make an effect, or they have to make a check to avoid it.
Oh, okay.
Which does mean that it is, you add your dodge rank, but that's a damage 9.
Yeah, so it's damage 9, burst area 6.
It seems so. Burst area 6 just like massively increases the area around it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just gonna suspend my own disbelief and call that just a 30-foot radius where it's a rocket. And
Okay.
That's an
If it's
explosion.
+6, it's almost 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
radius.
that's what I thought. So I don't think that I am understanding it correctly, which means that I'm just gonna
Yeah, I mean,
not think about it.
Sounds good.
That's what I
Take
like
notes,
to do.
listeners.
That's how you be a good DM. If you don't get it, make it
Fuck
up.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a dodge check, Revenant. You definitely get out of the way of your own rockets.
14.
14.
And it'll be
Oh.
against your
Actually,
range.
it might be area 6, meaning +6 to the dodge check, which would mean DC
Oh,
16.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
we'll call it DC 16, which means, what did you get again?
14.
14. Okay, so that's a failure.
Yep.
Nat 20 from
Our boy Mikey.
Oh,
our boy
man.
Mikey.
Okay.
You see that as that happens, he disappears and reappears 30 feet above.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he still attached to like the little string?
Mhm.
Okay. So like his string disappears too,
Yes.
and then it oh.
Yes. It's like weird and spooky looking. It essentially looks like he just like simply fades from existence and then reappears 30 feet above.
Dang.
Go ahead and give me a toughness check. That's DC 24.
No biggie. I got a +2 to this. That's a 6. Do I
You're
die?
dead.
Okay.
You
yeah.
die.
Uh,
You become obliterated.
Explosion hits and just the whole body just blows up, charred corpse onto the ground. The scythe just kind of like clangs,
Excellent.
and I die.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I think just like a oof.
Yeah.
You hear Mikey
for
go,
the-
ooh, yikes.
Okay, I think that's all. can-
That was. It seemed like that was your vehicle. I'll let you take a standard action
A
if you want.
normal turn.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
say pushing a button on your keychain is a free action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
I'd call
point.
that a free action.
Okay.
All my
in,
actions are free. I'm an American.
in that. Oh man.
Goodness gracious.
Just
The
bald
sounds of eagles.
That's my next superhero character.
Yeah, I was about to say someone's gotta do that.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm going to try and pinpoint blast his cable at this point.
Okay.
Try and cut him off from the portal.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a ranged attack.
Okay. That is a 9.
You
You
try
are adding
to
your dex to
blast
these, right?
at the.
That yeah, fighting, right?
It's
Dexterity
dex
or ranged
for
attack.
ranged attacks.
Oh, yeah, still 9.
Okay.
You try to shoot directly into the cord, and you see it just very much like, when you're trying to like stab into something and it just moves to the side, and then you try to stab it again and it moves to the other side.
I hate that you just described that. That drives me crazy when that
Yeah.
happens. I hate that. When you're trying to slice a pea.
Yes,
Oh, true.
exactly. It's like trying to slice a pea.
I do
Okay,
that a
all
lot.
right.
Yeah,
Hey,
go ahead and
hey.
give me a pee check.
One
nat
Nat 20. God
Oh,
damn.
you pee on him. You pee on Mikey.
Man, this is
You're really pissing him off.
this is the.
Or pissing him on. Anyway,
Remember, you're in this together.
Mimic, it is your
I hate it
turn.
here.
You
really
can.
do.
You are dazed and hindered.
Confused, sad and alone. So I have regeneration. I have 20 ranks in regeneration.
Oh wow.
So I heal
2
2 this round. So my penalty
is now
Is
minus
now minus
1,
one
and
instead
you
of
are
minus
no
3.
longer hindered or dazed.
Yeah. I'm glad I got that. Helps because I'm so squishy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Am I still am I currently being squished, or did he like pancake me
he-
and then moved his foot?
He pancaked you and moved his foot.
Okay.
You did the cartoon thing where like your arm comes up and then you grab yourself and you like, whoosh. Dude, I want to do a cartoon character superhero so bad.
I've
sounded
thought
good.
about it a lot, and it's very, very cool. Like Jim Carrey from The Mask style.
Yeah.
It's just so many.
I just want
points
to do
and
the thing while I'm
variables.
getting chased and I come up to like a cave or like a cliff face and I draw a tunnel. Then I go through it, but then they try to go through it and they can't. I want to do that so bad.
I think what I would like to do is utilize my camouflage right now so that I can hide and get behind the elephant.
Excellent.
instead of
So
in front of it.
your camouflage is a free action.
Sick.
So you activate it, and you guys see her absolutely disappear from view.
Yeah.
John?
You can't see me.
Cena. Yes.
So, it's with this I have blending and it's -1 per movement.
So what is your
Like-
speed rank normally? 0? Do you have any ranks in speed?
No.
So your speed rank is 0, which means you can move 30 feet per turn. With blending, you just need to move your speed rank -1, which means you can move 15 feet per turn.
Okay. Is that enough to get to behind the boat, or is it a really, really big boat?
It's not a really, really big boat. And especially because it is suspended in the air via its legs. Technically, getting like behind it would just be getting under the rear portion of the hull, the
Okay.
aft, if you will.
Okay. So can I do that with 15 feet?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that then so it doesn't notice me. And then I'm going to use my venom limb.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll a close attack check.
She's doing math.
13.
13
Yeah.
is
He's referencing his pages.
13 is a hit.
Nice.
There's a sigh of
That's
relief
lucky, you
amongst the crowd.
guys.
Yeah.
So these things are huge, which means that they're
Mm.
not that hard to hit.
That makes sense.
Mm.
I too wouldn't miss an elephant. I hope.
The degrees.
That is another 2 degrees of failure. It is considered dazed again,
Sick.
and it now has a cumulative -4.
Nice. It's almost done.
Awesome. That's
Excellent. All right, Atlas.
I want to keep black holing these cars, but I also don't want the people to get shot up by these other people. So I'm thinking. Everyone stop rushing me.
all. Hurry up.
Are all the security guards like clustered?
It appears as though they were rushing towards the officials' tent. So in general, yeah, they're more clustered, but they are a little bit spread out.
I mean, that might be something to do. Is just reactivate it.
Yeah, but then the cars are gonna run over the people.
True, but they seem to at least be focused on you for the moment.
Because I'm a black hole.
No, that's fair.
You said they were heading towards the officials' tent?
Yeah, well, that's where they were going. Now you see a small portion of them breaking off and actually proceeding to try to move into the tent. Whereas another smaller section or the main component of them are actually moving towards the crowd.
Is your whole turn gonna be unblowing up?
No, that's at the start of my turn. I will stand back up.
Do you?
That's crazy.
I guess I can't really talk to you because you're dead. But do you think you could deal with it, the crowd at all?
Well, you automatically start regenerating, right?
What? How many
Like,
ranks?
if this
a
were real-
different power.
Oh.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
immortality. How many ranks do you have in regeneration?
A lot.
The reason I'm asking is the whole concept of if even one atom of you is not dead in this moment, I think you can talk to him
Hold on. Sorry.
in my
I
brain.
just need your dome together.
No, I got rid of the page that had all the good stuff in there.
Yeah, why would you need that?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, why would I need that? Regeneration, I only have 10 ranks in that.
So you
That's
That's
still
and
really good, though.
immortality.
that is really good, but that just means that what's going to happen is you are going to come back to life during your turn, and then you are going to be staggered.
Okay, so you are useless on your turn. Respectfully.
I have hero points.
Yeah, don't we all?
Ooh, okay.
So Atlas,
Dude, I think I'm just gonna hope that someone else gets them. I want to move over there, leap over there, but I do want to reactivate the power and I just want to position myself heroically
okay.
between the crowds of innocents and the crowd of soon to be not innocent people.
Excellent. I will say it also appears as though Mikey is controlling all of these people and creatures. You can use social skills if you would like to. That is always an option. You know,
talking
the
to Mikey?
quit back and forth, all that type of stuff. That's definitely feasible.
To Mikey.
Yes.
I guess I'm not really that good at cognitive roll. Sorry, I was talking with my finger in my mouth.
You
And mostly to the listeners. You guys can suffer.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone can suffer, I suppose. Not me though.
Every damn suffering.
I do want to use. I guess I'll start with using my action again on the cards. I think I want to do that regardless.
Okay.
So the black hole continues.
It's gonna be a couple reflex saves from them. Fails again because they suck. Next is their toughness checks. Okay, one of them actually passed this time.
Hey, good for them.
But the other one you see gets sucked into the black hole, and then the entirety of the car compacts and compresses until it is gone.
Does the sliver material get sucked into the black hole as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll say it does.
Yeah, there's nothing stronger than the universe in a black hole.
Does Mikey say anything about this?
No.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna use my move action to leap over to Mikey. I don't I'm usually pretty witty. I got nothing.
You could just drop the mic. Everyone's just looking. Come on, guys.
Sorry, I'm still
You're
thinking.
ridiculous.
I'm still thinking. I'm thinking really hard, and nothing's happening up there. I guess I just want to be over there. I don't know if I'm gonna say anything. I don't know if I have anything. Social
Okay.
skills.
You hear Mikey slowly speaking to himself, or very quietly speaking to himself, and he says, "Here it comes. Here comes a quip."
Oh
no.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation.
Oh, got him.
Oh my gosh, that was cool. That was cool. That was cool.
I think Leo grimaces because he kind of felt socially obligated to do that. But he's not really. He just saw how excited he was, and he was like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck! I've never done this before."
Excellent. Okay, so you maintain your black hole, and then you leap out of the way.
I'm not trying to get punched by a tire again.
That's fair.
Next is Revenant. You come back to life.
So I do want to clarify
Yes,
the
please.
immortality power. So it specifies you can recover from death. If your condition becomes dead, you return to life after an amount of time. When you recover, all your damage conditions are removed.
Okay, never mind.
But you also lose all accumulated hero points, starting over with none.
Ooh.
Excellent.
So
Okay.
it's a little rough, but whatever.
But
Good
you
for
stand
me.
up.
I stand right back up, and I think it's like the kind of creepy way with the like legs curl up, and then just from my feet, my whole body just kind of like lifts up, like cracking into place.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Love it.
I kind of like dust off some of the ash, pick up my scythe, and looking and seeing that he's 30 feet in the air. Oh, by the way, I'm not juiced anymore because that would have gone away as well. So I don't have any more of those dragon
Lucas Priest on.
spotches. So I would like to go to get closer to the group that is heading towards the crowd, the security forces that are heading towards the crowd, and then use my standard action to release Fafnir and try and hit them with the affliction and with the weaken.
Excellent. So they're going to make some checks. I'm just going to go ahead and make a check for the group. Okay, that is 10 ranks in your weekend, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, you can subtract 2 from from any of their things.
See,
You can do strength, stamina, or speed.
It should be relatively standard speed. So if I can reduce them down to only 6 feet of distance each round.
But they got guns.
They do got
Yeah.
guns.
They do have guns.
Yeah, but since they're holding the guns, you also reduce the gun speed, so when they shoot, the bullets are really
They
slow.
move
Then
real slow.
it's slow mo.
There we go.
If you
can
reduce their
reduce-
strength low enough, they literally can't stand up
12.
Or pull a trigger.
or pull a trigger.
12
But you'd have to get
pounds?
it down to
Probably to like -4 or -5, right?
yeah.
So I can only reduce 2. I think it makes sense to do their speed still, because, I mean... Yeah, I'm going to reduce their speed. Because I think if they slow down, I can engage them quicker, and...
Yeah.
Excellent. So you sap their strength. You see them running forward, each of them, and then the dragon moves through the crowd and saps the strength of many of these individuals, and they begin to slow their move as a few of them sort of drop to a knee. Some of them just try to some of them drop their rifles even, as they are just trying to continue to move.
Would these paramilitary goons be, I don't know, greedy?
In it for the money?
You know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
Okay. I mean, I guess I can't control it, so you'll tell me if what happens with them.
I already rolled for it,
Beautiful.
and they did fine, but because they're minions, bad.
Okay.
So they are subjected to the controlled condition and must act according to their greed, whatever greed they require most, or whatever greed they feel most. So in these instances, they are all not so money hungry per se, but they are definitely power hungry. They all, as you see them running and slowing down towards the crowd, you see as the dragon flies through them, the other one flies in reverse direction through them again. And they all sort of look down, look around a little confused. And then they turn back towards the tent, the official's tent.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Anything else you would like to do?
Move as close as I can to them.
Okay. You definitely have the speed for that. You can.
I am back down to my 30 speed, so
That's fine. You're very close. So you can move to intercept
Yeah.
if you would like. Okay. You move to intercept. Next is the cars. One of them is going to. There's only one left. It is going to pick up another vehicle, and it is going to attempt to throw it at Revenant.
fine by me.
Shits and giggles.
Just 'cause they know you can
Um,
be killed. They haven't seen us die yet.
It misses pretty hard. And that's its
Okay.
that's its go.
Sucks to
Next.
suck.
You
Nerd.
said cars, and my immediate thought is that they have a lightning sticker, and they're just like ka-chow.
Life is a highway.
We can be machines. We could have been cars.
We could have.
We could have just been
The
Autobots.
Transformers.
The large boat that is still in play looks around, cannot find Mimic.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. You hear it say, must have been the wind. I used to be an adventurer, blah, blah, blah.
Arrow knee.
Arrow knee. And then it moves towards the stage. And it is going to attempt to get up on its hind legs and see if it can kick Phoenix out of the air.
Ooh, okay.
It's a crazy trick.
What is your parry defense?
It is 5.
5. So 15 total. It definitely manages to get a smack in on you.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a DC 23 toughness check.
I got 15.
15 total. So that is only 2 degrees.
Okay.
Wait, do you not have any toughness?
No.
Oh man.
Got
You
a
have
0.
Stamina,
Oh,
right?
man.
Oh, I have 1 strength, so it's 16.
Is it
Stamina?
strength or stamina?
It's stamina.
right?
Oh, okay. I was reading that wrong.
Yeah, who needs glasses now?
17. I think it's still the same.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So
But
I'm
that's good to know for future reference.
-2. Okay.
All right, so that is a -2, and you were dazed.
And I am dazed.
That is the big boat, and then next is, I believe these 2 loudspeakers are still around.
I forgot about them.
I did too. So they are going to look out in either direction, and they're actually both going to target Atlas. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
4 of them?
Just 2.
2 separate ones?
Yes,
Okay, I have 2 dice now.
I just got that.
I can't see. Okay. I will give you them now. What I got. One of them is only a 10 total. The other one is a 27 total.
Dang.
Dang. So you easily resist the effects of one, and for another one, you become vulnerable. Your active defenses are halved as they pierce you with this sort of sonic screech.
Half rounded up,
Yes, half rounded up.
and I half it after the -3 from the damage earlier.
So that's just your active defenses, which it would be your parry defense and your dodge defense.
Oh, those are half
Yes.
rounded. Okay, cool.
But just your bonus. So like it doesn't do anything to the 10. It's
Yeah.
just whatever you
Okay, cool,
add
cool,
to
cool.
it,
Cool,
half.
Cool.
Um,
I'm sure it won't be cool in a second, but
Yes. And then finally is going to be Mikey. You see he reaches another hand out. Excellent. And he is going to try to hit Atlas as
Oi.
these individuals have just sort of lined him up, so to speak. Does a
this is my parry, right?
yes, this is your parry defense. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. I'm thinking.
He's looking at his
Uh,
low Atlas up ability.
DC 23 strength or not strength.
Toughness?
Toughness.
Okay. Oh no. I'm mad. I got 22.
No!
I really want more
Wait,
than that.
you have hero points.
Yeah, but I can't just like add one. I don't want to like. Well, if I re-roll it, I do take the higher roll.
If you re-roll it, you take the higher roll, and if you get lower, you add. If you get below a 10, you add 10 to it.
At 10.
Mm-hmm.
What if I get 11 again? That would suck.
I would.
But what are the odds? You know what I mean?
Right.
Is me beat? If I get, you said DC 23.
Yes.
If I got 23,
Meets it, beats it.
okay.
You can also
Go on.
attempt to counter an effect used against you as a reaction.
I will say it's
you
only
can
a
attempt to counter an effect used against you as a reaction
But it's only 1 degree, right?
using
yes.
hero points.
1 degree is much
It's
better.
pretty manageable.
That's true.
That is all enemy turns. Top of the round, it is Phoenix again.
So I'm dazed.
Yes, you can
Okay.
take a single standard action.
Or
Single-
use a hero point to remove the day's condition.
Correct.
I have a rude question.
It's fucked up.
Is it okay if I ask it?
Yes.
So you've been flying.
Yeah.
So if you become dazed, does that become your action to stay in the air?
Only if your flying is concentration based, which is actually a flaw that you would need to add.
Okay. So
I will say
stay
if you
hovering.
become incapacitated, then you do fall.
Okay.
Isn't it kind of wild? You can
Cool.
become incapacitated but not outcapacitated. A little crazy to me.
I hardly
Or are
even
we
know her.
always outcapacitated?
That's a good point. Where does capacitated come from? Capacity? Like you don't have the capacity? You're
Yeah.
incapable? Okay.
Okay, it
Okay.
all makes
All
sense
right.
now.
Okay. I'm getting there.
Okay. So you don't have that flaw, so you get to stay in the air.
Yes. So
Okay,
I am
cool.
floating, kind of dazed, and I am going to take a pinpoint blast precise shot at Mikey's cord again.
Okay.
Try and
Go ahead
blast it.
and roll your ranged attack.
Try and blast it right off his back.
Blast him.
Blast
So
him.
anyways.
Ooh, a dirty
Oh.
20.
Dirty 20 is. So sorry, that's a miss.
Oh,
no.
I think it's 21.
21 exactly. Yeah.
Dang it.
21.
Okay. All right.
21.
Is that his dot or is
That is
are
his dodge. His parry is slightly lower.
Okay.
Oof.
Should have punched him and got the same thing.
Good point.
Hindsight 2020.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. You take that shot. Next is Mimic.
Is the elephant still on 2 legs?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do the same thing to its legs with my tentacle and hopefully kind of like,
Trip it.
yeah.
Excellent. Close attack.
Oh my gosh. No. Let's see. 5.
So sorry. 5
no.
is a miss. You whip out and it
You
just
did.
moves. It's slightly trying to balance itself on its like hind legs, so it actually comes back down and avoids your blow perfectly,
Yeah, that's fair.
merely by accident. Any moves from you?
No,
Excellent.
no, I'll stay here.
Atlas.
I want to finish the car, I think. So I think I'm going to keep the thing active and hope that it fails.
It did.
I hope that it fails again.
Yay.
And it fails so horrifically that it also becomes sucked into this black hole.
Mwah. Cool.
Do you know what happens to them?
Spaghettification, I assume.
Okay.
I imagine like at the singularity, I mechanically they just get sucked in and like. So I imagine like in the singularity they just like get crushed by infinite gravity until they are like just kind of gone.
Essentially,
You're the scientist,
essentially what
so-
happens is they get so condensed that they become invisible to the human eye. If any of you had atomic vision, which is also a possibility to get, you would see them just basically the
dense.
size of a pinhole.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I don't know if this would give me an advantage at all. I want to jump onto the boat and then like gravity rush stand on the boat because I know it's like, oh no, I guess it's back down right now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on It's on
Yeah.
all fours. That is still like 15, 20 feet up in the air.
Y'all stand. I'll just jump on the boat.
Okay,
Call me Steamboat Willie.
excellent. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Okay, even if I'm using the gravity leap thing.
Yes,
Oh no, I'm not acrobatic at all. Okay, maybe kind of.
this is to jump onto a moving object.
That just takes ranks, right? If I had rank in acrobatics, there's nothing
Yes.
else I would add.
Yes.
Okay, 19.
Well, it's acrobatics plus agility.
Oh, hold on. I'm doing math. 21.
21.
Excellent. Yes, you expertly leap onto this this big boat. Do you want to jump directly onto it, like on the deck, or do you want to like stick to the hull?
That would be cool, but I think it just makes more sense because it's like normal, right? Like normal
Yes.
orientation. I'll just stand on it.
On the deck.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So you jump up and onto it, and it begins wheeling around, trying to get you off a little bit. Revenant.
I would like to, because now I'm at the intercept path, I would like to yell at all of the security personnel and just say something to this effect. Hey! You all covet power? Well, if you want it, and I will hold up my scythe, come and take it. All my power is stored here.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Do any of them think I'm a little cute, a little attractive?
I'll say a couple of them find you cute.
Okay.
I do want to take his scythe. Oh my god.
It's like, oh my god, I kind of want the scythe, but also he's pretty cute.
But also,
So I got a
I
plus
am
5 to
powerful.
this
Doesn't mean he dies,
one.
right?
I don't have a hero point. Damn it. 9.
Oh no.
and you know whose fault that is? His. He blew you up.
That's true.
Well,
That's
that's
True.
okay.
You wouldn't have died if he
Aw,
didn't explode you
were
with a
just
rocket.
fine.
You're not
Do I get
everybody's
any
cup of tea.
bonuses
That's
because
okay.
some of them are already greedy for power?
I will give them a. What did you get?
9.
I will make it a contested roll, and I'll give them a -2. You're gonna make an insight check.
Nat 20 or something?
No. You see they all look at each other and then with their speed rank -2 begin trying to shove at each other to get towards you,
Wow, they
but
think
they're moving so slowly.
It's like my nightmares. I run so slowly in my nightmares.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The fun thing is that my scythe has another extra on it called personal.
Mm.
So it quite literally can only work
That's
for
fucked
me.
up. You lied to them.
Nice.
Yeah.
So talking is a free action.
I also have plus 5 feet of reach on the scythe, so let's go a slashing.
Excellent. Go ahead and do. Do you want to minion it and just do a?
Nah, I think I'll actually roll this one.
Okay, excellent. If you hit, it's a crit.
That's 23 to hit.
That's a crit.
Okay.
And if you would like a
9 is
reminder,
the damage effect. But Damien, aren't all your rolls a little bit different? Yes, I have a dynamic ability, so when I steal power from people, I can allocate it how I wish between strength, fighting, and speed.
Oh, cool.
Fancy.
Okay.
That is a dynamic array.
Mm.
It's very, very cool. So because it was a crit, you can either increase your bonus by +5, you can add another effect of your choice, or you can create an alternate effect for your damage.
Can I do another effect of my choice?
Yes.
What makes the most sense here?
It's essentially, if you're trying to create another damaging effect, it's going to be DC 15 for them. If you're trying to impose some sort of like hindrance or affliction, it is going to be DC 10 for them to avoid.
I'll just try slashing through 2 of them.
Okay, yeah, excellent. Let's see. What does it look like as you strike these 2 down?
So I hold up the scythe in one hand, and I like turn around to those behind me that are now like shoving past, trying to get to it, and just with like other hand is still just resting down, but with the one hand on the scythe, I just slash behind me, slicing through the Kevlar that they're wearing, almost through the eye symbol, slashing 2 of them in 2.
Excellent. Like butter, your scythe just absolutely glides through these individuals. Any moves from you?
I'll stay right here.
Excellent. The boat is going to rear up again and attempt to knock Phoenix out of the air.
Okay.
What is your parry defense again?
It is 5.
15. Okay, go ahead and give me a DC 23 toughness check.
7.
Holy hell.
Oh, no.
That
You do have hero points. I would
You
like to
do
remind you.
Pretty
have
bad.
hero points.
Oh, that's a good point.
I think you should remember that in this.
I
this
might
particular instance.
need to use this.
You have 2
because
of
I
them, right?
think this might be 4 degrees of failure.
No, it's 3, right?
I'm
It is.
already at -2 though.
It is that you're that is 16 below the required thing, which is 4 degrees.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because 1 is 1.
So I kind
One
of
is one.
So I have to use the re-roll or I am dead.
Okay.
Incapacitated.
Incapacitated. Yes.
Which is technically different.
It is technically
So-
different,
Yeah,
but
he
it
fucking
requires
died.
1 minute to recover outside of combat.
Ooh.
So unless you have an ability that would bring you up from that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my hero point then.
Excellent.
Ooh, that's a lot better. 16 plus 1, so 17.
That's less than 4 degrees.
Yes, that's only 2.
Nice. -4.
Yes, so you cumulative -4, and you are dazed again.
Okay.
Excellent use of a hero point.
Yeah.
Top 10 uses of a hero point.
Definitely top 10 for me.
Not dying is pretty sick.
Mhm.
Or not incapacitating.
And then next is going to be the speakers. They already got you mimic. Please give me a fortitude save. Yes.
Are you still invisible?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's wild. Jeez. Glaring at her die? 2 of them?
Is that when I add the +10?
You
Or is that-
no. It's just plus whatever you have in your fortitude.
Okay, so 13.
Okay.
I've not been rolling very well. But while I have this moment,
But you rolled really well that one time.
that's true. But while I have this moment, I would like to retcon earlier what I was saying about Legolas. It's definitely the AT-AT that I was thinking of. In my brain, I combined the 2 scenes. You know when Legolas
The
is...
Oliphant.
Yeah, and he like climbs up the leg.
Oh, yeah.
And then he I had to rewatch it because I was like,
Mhm,
why
mhm.
why is this not mixing? It's because in my brain I combined my two favorite things in this
Fandoms,
world,
yeah.
and I was like, this isn't it.
What are you saying?
So yeah,
Legolas?
Legolas. Yeah,
From Lord of the Rings, you wouldn't know.
Oh, right. I wouldn't.
you wouldn't get
water?
it.
Oh my god. You haven't seen Lord of the Rings? You can't sit with us.
Kind of.
I'll watch it eventually, probably.
He won't.
She doesn't
Listeners,
know- don't
mark
listen
my
to her.
words.
She doesn't know anything. She's 5'1".
Or you could read all
Not
of the
5'1".
books.
She's
5'2".
5'. Nothing. Okay. She's 5'2".
You get knocked prone. And prone is hindered, and you also have a -5 penalty on close attack checks.
Yeesh.
But you have a there's also a +5 bonus to attackers' close attack checks to hit you. But there's a -5 penalty to ranged attack checks to hit you. It is a move action to stand, a full move action
Okay, so sorry. So -5
to your close attack checks,
to close attack.
and you're hindered. So -1 to your speed rank. Those are the things that are pertinent to you.
And what to speed? Sorry.
-1 to your speed rank.
Okay, cool.
As you get you see one of these loudspeakers just turns in your direction and lets go a sonic boom, and that sort of knocks you down. It is a cone area effect. They saw your last known position and just were told to aim there.
Makes sense. That's what I would do.
Another one is going to try to knock you out of the sky. Phoenix, go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
4 of them?
Okay. Is this one stamina or strength? My
It is
Stamina.
yes,
stamina? Okay, so 18
18 total. That is only 1 degree of failure. You are hindered.
Okay.
So it's -1 to your speed rank.
To my speed. Okay.
Yes. But you fly crazy fast, so it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good. That's as good as it could have been.
Yeah. That is them. And then finally is Mikey. Mikey can see that you are a little rough.
What?
He also cannot see Mimic. Sees that this guy can just die whenever he wants. So he
Yeah,
is
was he
going
surprised
to
by that? I meant to
He-
ask earlier, but we were doing stuff.
Give me an insight check.
That one.
That was the most unenthusiastic.
That's a good question. I wonder.
Okay.
He has no eyeball. It's hard to tell.
Can I do an insight check? 'Cause I also want to know.
Go
like,
ahead.
He's been.
Go ahead.
He's.
I don't know
he's
why
the
I
hype
told you
man.
yes. I'm not in charge. I was like, yeah, of course, Amy.
yeah, go
You
for it,
totally
man.
can.
10.
Maybe.
He has no eyeball.
Damn
It's
it.
hard to read his
No, I
faces.
wanted the hype.
In my head canon, he's really surprised.
Go ahead and give me a DC 23 toughness check as he reaches out with one of his razor sharp
Okay.
limbs.
Okay. That is a 20,
That's really good. That is only 1 degree of failure.
which puts me at -5.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
okay. Everybody else was saying.
So I am incapacitated.
No. So that just gives you a -5 penalty check to further instances of damage.
Oh.
It's when you
Oh,
can no
okay.
longer get anything higher than -4 degrees.
Oh, yes.
Yes. It's literally just like you could, if you had like a +15 to your toughness, you
Okay.
could get all the way down to a -15. It just means that you, like, every time you roll the dice, it's more and more of a gamble as to whether or not you're going to have 4 degrees of failure.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's
I
the thing, is you
misunderstood.
have to fail by 4 degrees when that happens.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's what the minuses are for.
Ooh, fun. Okay.
Yes. So it's, you can take a lot of hits
Mhm.
depending on how you roll.
Sweet.
Okay, so that is Mikey's turn, and he reaches out and he says, "Everybody, chill. I mean, it's slicing time." And then he slices at you.
That was good. That wasn't bad.
I was
with-
gonna try and like summon Cole, but realized he couldn't do that, and was like, "Fuck."
That's exactly what happened.
You might heard some other hero say it in the past.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no insight check necessary. He was trying to be cool, and then he was like, "Oh wait, I can't actually do that."
Yeah, I'll be sharp instead.
Yeah, I'll be sharp. So that is his turn. Top of the round.
Okay.
You are no longer dazed.
I'm no longer dazed, so I
Or-
can move.
Did you? No, you got hit by the.
No, he is dazed.
Did you get hit by the
No, are you dazed?
elephant guy?
No, I got hit by.
You got hit by the. Did you get hit by the boat this turn?
Was it the boat or was it the speakers?
But this turn he has not gotten hit by the boat.
Yeah. that
Okay,
was
then
last
you're all good. You are
Oh,
just
good.
hindered, so -1 to your speed.
Okay. I'm gonna let you guys take on Mikey. Don't want to take all the glory, and then I
Thank you for that.
go over to the speakers, and I would like to do essentially a bombing run as I fly over them and do a burst, an energy burst, which, if it hits, does 10 damage and penetrating 4.
So that's a burst area damage, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So for area damage, it is just a dodge check on their part.
Oh,
so you
okay.
don't actually have to roll to
Cool.
hit. And they rolled so bad, and they're just minions, so they wait, sorry. Oh yeah. They go down immediately. What does it look like as you take down these two
Whoa.
loudspeakers?
The last thing they ever hear is that, and then as I fly over the top of them.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you for taking those out.
Yeah, they were getting annoying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm not whatever it anymore? Vulnerable?
Yes, it does.
Poggers.
Nice.
I got you. And that's my turn.
Excellent. Next is Mimic.
This dumb boat is still alive, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
did
gonna
so
try and
good on
take
the
it out
first one.
again.
I know the first one just like
Instantaneously.
disintegrated.
He just
Yeah.
did real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an older boat.
It was a paper boat.
yeah.
That's a lot of paper.
Okay. Yeah. So
Tell us about it.
Whine about it.
Go ahead, Chief.
it's a whole 2 because I have -5 to my close attack, which I forgot about.
You can take a move
Until-
action to stand.
Okay, even then it's a 7, so it doesn't do anything. But I would like to be standing.
Excellent. So you stand up and take a swing, and the boat just nimbly sidesteps again by sheer accident. You just appear to be getting very unlucky with the way that this boat is moving.
This boat's stupid, and I hate it.
It is stupid. It doesn't have a very good intelligence.
Most boats don't.
You know,
I'm
I
sure some
think
boats
that's
do.
it. Because
2024.
movement was getting up, and then attack, and I don't really have. I mean, I could like change my camouflage, but that's not going to do anything. So I think I'm done.
Word.
Atlas.
I want to punch the boat that I'm on.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a close attack check.
I will.
Please kill it. That was a
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
I don't roll for damage. I just tell you how much it is.
Yes, correct. What's your damage effect? It would be your strength
Plus my
plus
glove.
your glove.
16.
16.
Jesus Christ.
that's crazy.
That's
It's
really
gravity.
good. Yeah.
That's not crazy. It's gravity.
What does it look like as you decimate?
I
this boat?
imagine
Thank heavens.
I just kind of like punch the boat unceremoniously, and then that dent that is made from me punching the boat, as I like rest my fist there for a bit, it continues to just kind of like collapse on itself in that spot, until the boat like finally just like starts to crack and snap and fall. And then I also fall, but I'm like a pro at falling, so I just kind of like gracefully.
You gently float down and land on the boat as it cracks in half and just sinks even further into the ground, having gravity exerted on it.
I'm gonna dodge out of the way.
Yes, you move
For
out of the way
flavor.
very easily.
Tastes like brioche.
Any move action from you?
Oh yeah.
Because it's all debris now.
It's not.
I guess. Homeboy's still in the air, right?
Ridiculous.
The Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, he's about 30 feet up.
I guess I still want to be relatively. All the There's just a horde over there.
Yes.
As far as minions go.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll just move closer to Mikey, but not in the air because I can't fly.
You can jump and attack and then come down.
Yeah, but I already swung.
Yes, you're right.
Mhm. Can I that thing where I can like walls? I
Yeah.
can't do that to people, right? I can't like Mikey my center of gravity and just stand where his feet are.
That would be.
That would be crazy.
I would say with a high enough acrobatics, you can do whatever you want, dude.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump and see if I can make. I guess flavor wise, see if I can make contact with Mikey.
Yeah.
And then if I do, just kind of stand on him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah. I have no acrobatics. I'm totally trusting to die, and it did not help out. I got 4.
You jump and attempt to land on him. You make contact, but as you shift gravity to be centered towards Mikey, you literally just fall through him as if he was made of water.
Ooh.
Okay, that's my turn.
Excellent. Revenant.
Having sliced 2 of these minions apart and them still like comically slowly trying to scramble towards me, I'm just gonna wave my hand at them. Not worth my fucking time. And I will walk to underneath Mikey,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go to release Fafnir again and just say, Fafnir, if you want power, it's right up there. And pop her open.
Excellent.
I have a feeling that this is like mimicking like turning the lock on a gate.
Okay, cool.
It's all checks on him. So easy day for me.
27.
He actually made it at 28.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just go ahead and do his will save, because he might be a little greedy.
It's a little greedy.
That's a 28.
He wants for nothing. He has no greed in his heart. He just wants a good time.
Don't roll like that.
No, I'm glad you're rolling that. So he knows how it feels. I swear to God, every time I play with him, he's like, yeah, this guy swings to hit you 5th nat 20 in a row. It's crazy. Bro. How do you want to die? And I'm like, I don't, man.
You see as your spectral dragon moves in Mikey's direction, he looks down at it, lets it entirely encompass him and fly through, and he goes, oh, stop it! That tickles! Stop!
God damn it, that's so demeaning.
Yeah.
Can I free action speak to him?
Yeah, of course.
Mikey, you haven't hit me yet. I'm wide open.
Next up is Mikey's turn.
Yeah, it is.
Mikey is going to. What is he gonna do?
There's a single-sized dog upstairs.
Yeah, she lives the hardest life.
Sorry if you can hear her.
I don't think they can,
Not
but
as sorry as she is.
she's got every toy in the world up there.
Why are you staring at me as you roll?
Because you were
Because I
talking
think
shit.
it's funny.
Oh, that too.
What's your parry defense, by the way?
Oh no.
My parry defense?
Yep. No.
Oh, like really good.
It's actually 100.
10. So 20.
Oh, there you are, Perry.
There you go, parry. Go ahead and give me a DC 28 toughness check.
A platypus.
Easy. Child's play, really. Like, I'm more rolling this just out of like the
Yeah, the social nuance.
yeah. Damn, 14.
14 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's not 4 degrees of failure.
Oh, hey.
It's not instant.
At least I don't think. Let's see.
He's doing math, listeners.
I'm doing math, but I'm bad at it. It's a minus 14, so it's not 15.
Correct.
So that's only 3 degrees. Which means you are staggered. You have a cumulative -3. And staggered means that you are dazed and hindered.
Okay.
Hindered.
as you say this to Mikey, and then Mikey says, "Okay," and then he doesn't move the rest of his body. One of his arms that was sitting slack just very, very quickly extends downward and gets much larger, and it squishes you
Squish.
Ow.
just into the stage, and it actually pushes you through the wood of the stage into the ground.
Oof.
And then he slowly retracts it back up.
Just that anime thing where it like pushes me down and then it like takes a second and cough up blood.
Excellent. And then he looks out and he says, "Did you just cough up blood after I hit you? That's so anime."
I love and hate this.
I know, right?
If I ever become
Oh,
a villain, I
man.
want to be just like him.
Next is those freaking dudes.
He seems like he's having fun, you know.
He's just a widow guy.
Yeah.
He is just a widow guy. Okay,
Evil widow guy.
I think
so
he's more bored.
the
He's a bored little guy.
people that are weakened are still weakened. So they are moving just so slow as they try to move towards you still.
Mhm.
And
Looks
now
like
you,
they're in was it Baywatch?
yes,
Mhm.
that's very similar to what it looks like. It's
Actually,
them
all
running
in
in slow
swimsuits.
motion. That is all of their turns. Next is Phoenix.
So, instead of attacking Mikey head on, I am going to try to use a ranged visual concealment and start a little firestorm around him, and the smoke will make it hard for him to see.
Okay. Is that the environment control power or is that concealment?
It's called ranged visual concealment.
Ranged visual concealment.
Obscure. Oh, it's called obscure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it says 4 attack cloud area. I took terrible notes. I'm
You're
so
good.
sorry.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
We'll call him pretty much blinded in the area
Good.
around himself.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Are we also blinded in the earth? Like we
Yes.
can't
Now
see
Mikey is obscured.
him. Okay.
Okay. And then we've taken care of the boat. We've taken care of the cars. We just have the minions
horde of-
and Mikey.
Yeah.
I'm going to get between the minions and the civilians.
They're going for Revenant now.
That's true.
They
They did
think
start
he's
moving
really
towards the
cute.
stage.
Okay.
They think I'm cute and really
Yeah,
want
they've
to
got
steal my
they've got their
stuff.
back to me. But I'm gonna go over there, prep for next turn because I have used my attack.
Okay. Excellent. Misty.
I have a question. So I have dark vision.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I
Let everyone
see?
You do not have penetrates concealment on your vision.
Okay.
That is a specific sense.
Okay. I wanted to ask because I hadn't thought about that in conjunction with my ink effect.
That
so
would
if
mean
I
that
were
you
to
also cannot see through your.
yeah, if I were to redo this character, I would probably
would
do
take
that.
the-
Yeah.
'cause then I
Penetrates
could
concealment.
see through my
Yes.
effect.
That is one of the things you can do. That is also
Cool.
how you get X-ray vision.
Cool.
X.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Oh,
thanks.
because skin is concealment. And walls are
Speaking of, it is Mimic's turn.
Oh no. Okay. So boat is dead now. Thank you.
really loud, sorry.
Minions.
Quit being so loud.
We just have the slow-mo guys, right?
Yeah.
In terms
Yeah.
of
Dan and
And
Gavin
then-
are over there.
Mikey.
I love the slow-mo guys.
Correct. Them and Mikey.
But I can't see Mikey.
But
I
you can
will
feel
say,
him.
because you have elongation, essentially you don't necessarily have to be able to see him to be able to hit. You will just have a -5 circumstance penalty.
Okay.
As your tentacles go
Yeah, pretty much.
through the cloud.
Um. Okay.
And they make that noise too.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
They
He
do in
said
my
it,
head
he's
canon.
God.
Yeah.
They
I
don't.
try to overrule God out of the Caedra.
They don't. I do have another question. So, with my the like -5 to close attack.
Yeah.
That went away because I'm standing up, right?
Correct.
The -1 to speed, is that still a thing, or is that
That is also gone.
okay? I couldn't remember. I wrote it down and then I couldn't remember if that was because of the sound or if that was because I
of
was
the sound.
prone.
Well, technically it was
So-
because you were prone, but that was because of the sound.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll try and Venom Mikey.
Excellent.
She's Venom as hell. Look at her. She's so pleased with her roll.
16.
That is a miss on
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yeah, his is high.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Okay.
Excellent. Atlas?
If I jump into the smoke cloud, I guess it might be warm. Is it smoke or is it fire?
It's smoke, right?
It's smoke with like little motes of fire in it.
Probably really
They-
warm. If I
yeah.
jump in there and try to take a swing at him, would I still get the -5? Or since I'm jumping in there, would I not get the -5?
I would say because you're actually jumping in there, I'd give you -2.
-2. Yeah, fuck it. We jump, we try to punch.
Okay.
I don't punch. I got 11.
That is a miss. You jump through and again are just met with nothing or perhaps some form of liquid
Mm-hmm.
that you just move through. Anything else from your turn?
I don't think so.
All right.
No.
Revenant, you are dazed currently, so only one standard action.
Okay.
And also your regeneration goes off, which means that is a -2 currently. And you can also remove either hindered. Yeah, so you are. It starts from the worst damage condition, so you actually remove dazed,
Okay.
but you are still hindered.
Okay, that's fine. It's still a cumulative 1 to my speed rank. Okay, what makes the most sense for me? He hasn't come down to me, which is kind of what I wanted because I don't got the hops.
I think if you just ask him nicely, he might actually do it. He's been pretty like.
Actually,
yeah, he is
amenable.
kind of been amenable.
so I'll stand up, like relocate some of the bones that got dislocated. And I'll just shout out up to this smoke cloud. Mikey! Come on, man. How am I supposed to reach you? And I'll just like idly swipe the air.
Come on, man.
So I'll say you actually hear Mikey. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's true," and he floats down out of the cloud, and he just floats directly in front of you, unmoving.
There we go. I don't know if I can like try and take a swipe now, but
Go ahead.
okay. I get a plus.
It's like on the
And
playground when you're like, no puppy guarding, and they're like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you right.
My bad. Thought we could all fly. My bad.
28.
Ooh.
Oh, that's definitely a
snap.
hit.
Yay!
And
I have increased crit range. That is a critical.
That's a power unit?
Excellent.
that's sick.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
Excellent. So what additional effect would you like to add for a crit?
Make him peek himself.
Can I
We'll
make
go ahead
him
and do a piss check
vulnerable?
for Mikey. You're trying to impose the vulnerable condition on him?
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that. That is just going to be a resistance check on his part. He fails
Yes.
said resistance check. He is now considered vulnerable. His active defenses are halved.
Which should make it
Nice.
easier for
That's
everybody.
Thank you.
That's big.
What is your damage rank?
My damage rank is 9.
He's mathing.
He's doing math, listeners. You can't see it, but I can. I can see the numbers floating around him. He's like that one meme.
That's exactly how it goes.
I'm nervous.
Me too.
Another, that is a -1 for him. That is 1 degree of failure.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, what
But
is he
he's
cumulatively at? Like -3 or -2?
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first
I think
time
it is
that
the
he's
first
been
instance of
hit.
Yeah.
damage
Yeah.
taken.
Yeah.
I
that's
hit
a
him once when he was on the ground.
Oh, you grazed him
initially.
one time. You're
I
right.
grazed
Yes,
him.
yes,
That
you're
is-
absolutely
Oh,
right. So that
yeah.
is
Second.
-2.
And he blows up.
Okay. And he's
Actually, you're right. Because he was hit one time prior to that, that's my fault for not remembering. He was right on the cusp. That is 2. He is actually
Oh,
considered
nice.
dazed, and now he has a cumulative -3.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
flavor-wise, I think to impose the vulnerable condition, can I just like punch my hand into him? Like he's partially liquid, but like now that my hand's
Yes.
in there, maybe he's a little bit. And then just with the other hand, slice across him.
Yeah, you realize that he sort of behaves a little bit like a non-Newtonian fluid. So you apply some force, it solidifies him, and then you use that to cut in.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wouldn't a non-Newtonian fluid just be an old-tonian fluid? This is
You're
not new.
so right.
It's old.
He behaves exactly like an old-Tonian fluid.
Newtonian fluid, old-tonian fluid. Bazinga!
Listeners.
Science!
Misty's too sleepy for this.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
That's why you have to hear me break that out. Misty was giving me a weird look, and I was like, bro, look if you carry the 1. It makes sense. I swear.
I'm not moving.
Math
so
is not my strong suit.
Excellent. So next is Mikey's turn.
And the stream of adoring fans.
You see Mikey looks out upon the crowd of people that is now safe as they are retreating further into the city. You also see police sirens sort of illuminating the city heading in your direction. You can hear the sirens getting closer. There's clearly some emergency services coming. You see Mikey look over towards the effectively incapacitated people that he mind controlled, just running in slow motion. And he looks at the rest of you and he says, guys, really cool. This was super, super cool. I'm going to be honest. You guys are kind of trash because you couldn't hit me like hardly at all. This guy's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. This guy's pretty good.
I'm gonna be riding that high for decades. You guys will never hear the end of it.
You literally killed 2 innocent people.
So did I. I mean, well, actually, no, sorry. That's a
No,
lie. I
he
only
is-
killed 1 dude.
Did you kill someone?
Oh, yeah. No, whoever that dude was who summoned me here, he like opened up this
You did,
portal.
Yeah. But that actually was a little bit of a service because he was a villain.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's kind of what I thought.
That's because he summoned you here. Most people.
Yeah. See, that's kind of what I thought. Anybody who would open a portal to my dimension
Not a
is
good guy.
not a good
Got it,
person.
got it. I just want
Not
to,
a good person.
I just really wanted to iterate that he is not pretty cool. He did in fact kill 2
Eh.
innocent people. That the rest of them are slowed. It was probably pretty avoidable. Actually, I think they were already slowed by the time he had sliced them, so he could have just walked away, and they would have lived.
You know what? That's true.
I understand he might have fantastic combat ability, but if we're
What?
talking
Do you
about-
want me to take him into my dimension?
No, I don't think. I just want to.
No, please
I'll
don't
take
take
him
me
away.
to the fourth
Because
wall.
he'll get a big head if you say this guy's pretty cool. So I just want you to balance the fact that he hit you with the
Oh,
fact that he was
okay.
the only one that
Okay,
killed
you're right.
innocents.
Combat-wise, pretty cool. But morally, pretty gray.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Um,
also did summon a black hole and suck up 2 cars.
So Mikey looks out and he says, yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys. I've got like way more of my body in here. Just like way, way more in there.
Okay.
And if I really wanted to, I could probably just kind of shove it the rest of the way out and really wreak havoc here. But I'm going to be riding this high for a while because this was super fun. But I am beginning to decay a little bit in your guys' dimension. It doesn't really have the same time as mine. So things are a little wonky.
Mhm.
But I really appreciate the fight.
Mhm.
And it was really cool. If there's anything that I can do to help you guys out.
This
Before
portal, is there a
I-
way that we can close it?
Oh, I mean, I'm just going to close it from the inside.
Okay. Yeah,
You know?
that would be fantastic if you did that.
Yeah, for sure.
Could you like bring back those 2 guys I killed?
I mean, if you want me to, get rid of the evidence, that's a little
I don't.
that's a little morally gray. I thought you guys were kind of the good guys.
Here, just come a little closer. You can do that?
Yeah, dude, I can do whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, the cops are coming. That might just look.
We don't need to. We can just say he.
Oh my God, where was that coming from?
Oh, sorry, and I like change back to being visible. If you could like make a big scene about like pretending to die,
And
like
being defeated by us.
because we're kind of trying to like be the premier team here,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that would be
It would be
helpful.
truly helpful.
That would be
if you could do
helpful.
that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a group persuasion check.
Here
so
we
that'll
go.
be
Does he think
Is
I'm
that one?
attractive?
so So a group check is however many people would like to add to one person rolling. It is a +2 bonus.
So I have a +6 by default.
I have none, so I will just help you.
I will just help
I
you.
will let you be helped.
All right. So a
Okay.
+12
Yes.
and a 19.
Oh my god.
Wow. So you see Mikey, he like leans in for like to all of you guys and he's like, for sure, I got you. Check this shit out. And you see all of the like weird tendrils and all that stuff just sort of, it all sinks back up into just one large silver tentacle, and then it extends outward and outward until it is just a massive, like 100-foot long coiling serpent that it just is completely chromatic and shiny throughout. It is textured with the scales and everything, and you see a small mouth opens up, like right by where you guys are. And he's like, okay, so just like fly around and like throw a couple hits at me and stuff. And then I'll be like, no, I'm defeated. And then I'll slink back into the portal and close it. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, really
Perfect,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Really appreciate it.
Excellent. These guys who I mind controlled, they're not going to remember any of this. So it's kind of all good.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then another smaller mouth like moves over to you and it's like, do you want to get rid of those guys? Because I'll bring them straight to the
that
own
would be
dimension.
really immoral. And I nod my head.
Yeah, very, very subtly, another small tendril snakes over and just like envelops these 2 dead bodies and then slowly drags them. And you see a blood trail.
Oh no.
That just goes into the portal and they just disappear.
Okay, yeah, let's beat his ass, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, take this, you villain. We won't let you hurt our city.
Big old fireball.
So you guys see the emergency services driving up. A bunch of like, there's like police vehicles,
guy
there's
getting this?
SWAT.
Yeah, Billy's
there's
got
like
this.
a couple choppers coming in and stuff. And you see they're all like pulling in and they're setting up little barricades. There's a bunch of cops. They just run in. They open the doors. They all pull out their guns and they see. What is it that they see while you guys are fighting this massive serpent?
Oh, I'm definitely like flying around, doing all of the like flamethrower action. Just yeah.
Excellent.
I think takes a swipe in my general direction and I use gravity power, so like not get hit, right? And then I gravity punch him back. And then he goes
Yeah.
flying into Revenant.
And I think I like slide under the tentacle with like my enhanced speed and just like slash up with the scythe and then move back and do like a couple more swings.
Yeah. I think just using my tentacles again and like going for like what should be a venom
Mm-hmm.
hit, but it's just my tentacles.
Mhm.
Like it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
basically like slapping him.
Excellent. There's a lot of wet slapping sounds, which is just over in that direction. And as the police like begin to pull out like a bullhorn or something for to essentially address like you guys or this serpent, you see the massive serpent head opens, and it says, "No, you're too powerful. The premier crime fighting team in Ocean City. I am no match. There is nothing I could do. I must retreat, but I will be back one day. And I hope, beyond hope, that you will not be here to stop me. And then he begins to retract
Can I
into the
fist bump
portal.
the tentacle as it leaves?
Absolutely. Very subtle fist bump. And he says, I'll get you, Phoenix Core! And he sinks back into the portal. And you literally hear a zipper sound as it goes, and it just closes.
And I think we all come down and pose in front of the helicopter.
We rehearsed this. We like
Yeah.
got there, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we all pose, and I say, Billy, you got all that?
Oh, you wanted me to roll on that?
No, Billy, please, no. Tell me you got that.
No, of course I got it.
Oh, man, Billy.
You didn't even have to roll deception.
You're fired.
My heart stopped.
Oh man. And he turns away.
Get it? Fired?
Wait,
Yes,
but like,
fair.
did he lose his job though?
No. Come back here,
Please.
Billy.
Yeah,
I don't want you destroying those tapes.
True,
like you
would
read
do
my
that if you
mind,
fired me
boss.
right there, yeah.
I'll fire you after I have.
Yeah, thanks.
Excellent. So you all turn out and address the crowd. You see the chief of police comes running up to you guys. The mayor comes out of the tent that they were in. Your father also comes running out of the tent. And everybody comes over to address you. And you see the chief of police and the mayor. They say, "Oh my gosh, Phoenix Corps, you've done it! This massive villain who bested even the likes of Dr. Phantasma, and you've single-handedly defeated them."
Like new pose.
Yeah, yeah. New extra pose, like super cool looking.
All in a day's work.
Excellent.
Not a problem for Phoenix Corps.
Other
Seems like he
pose.
was a little too greedy.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Go ahead. Any more? Go ahead.
Atlas, you got it?
Do one about gravity.
Let 'em
Do the
cook.
gravity one again.
Friendship's the best ship.
Excellent. Uh, so the crowd sort of rushes back in. You see a bunch of the trucks start to reopen. Everybody's like, "Wow, yay, Phoenix Corps!" Like, "Oh my gosh, can I get your picture? Can I get your autograph?" Each of you individually are just swarmed by your own super fans. The mayor comes up to all four of you and addresses you and says, "Phoenix Corps, you've done fantastic. If there is anything that I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. And if I may, would I perhaps be able to bestow the honor upon you to cut the ribbon at
Oh yeah,
this
that's
ceremony
what we're here for.
to inaugurate this new tunnel?"
Everything else is
I
burned
was gonna
down.
say,
It's
kinda
just
crazy
the
you got
ribbon.
last.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, yes, of course. And we all grab on the giant golden scissors. Snip.
Chink. There's a flash, just a 100 flashes of all these cameras, and a bit of a freeze frame as we see, as we zoom out and we see on the Ocean City Times, the front page, Phoenix Corps, the premier superhero team in Ocean City.
I can't get over that last. That shit was funny as hell. I love Mikey. What a real one.
Yeah, for real, yeah. God damn.
Yeah. Terrifyingly powerful, but kind of a cool guy.
Yeah, I guess he's
right?
not really that bad.
I think-
Kind of
I
just
think he was
only killed the bad guy.
Yeah,
you know?
I think he was just bored.
He
mostly.
watches a lot of TV. He watches a lot of Earth TV.
I mean, what do you
That's
do in another
fair.
dimension, right? Where you're the like a giant mass, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, You can only
Cool
watch.
guy,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
super
Yeah,
cool.
bottom of a thermometer,
I
essentially.
wish he gave us his
Yeah, pretty
contact
much.
info, kind of.
Did he?
I wish he did.
Oh,
I'd love to
yeah,
shout out.
Just
I wish too.
His email,
Mhm.
lamauyerstinky@gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Mhm.
Right to Mikey. He doesn't have many friends.
Yeah, give him a solid.
And that is where we will end there.
Dude, that was
Alright.
super
That was
fucking
really
fun.
fun.
It's a
Awesome.
great game. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Fucking Mikey.
Oh,
God.
Now
and
we have to
then-
critique the fuck out of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then post-credit scene, because it's a
Oh,
superhero
of
movie.
course,
Of
yeah.
course. You see a small silver puddle begin to inch its way from underneath the stage into the ocean.
Bum, bum, bum.
Doo-doo-doo.
And now the end part has like a
has a
question mark
question
fade
A
in.
sil-
yeah.
a
But the
silver
question mark is
tentacle.
silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a silver tentacle.
We should make the Marvel movies.
We
Right?
would
Oh my
probably
God.
honestly do it better, but that's beside the point. Marvel was only good up until Infinity War, and
I
I,
totally
refuse
agree.
to move on
Wait,
that.
no. It was good until Endgame.
Wait,
I-
you didn't see the part where Ant-Man went up Thanos' ass?
Oh, you
Yeah,
know what? I missed
yeah.
that
And
part.
it got real
Damn
big?
it.
That's in the boys.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Rip.
God. Relatable.
Anyway,
Before I critique the hell out of
Um,
this game, yeah, that was a really fun adventure. Thank you for that. I enjoyed that a lot.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was really
it's a
fun.
good time.
So
Thank you, guys.
good. Hey there, we're going to be splitting this episode. I mean, it's already been going for 3 hours. I appreciate you all hanging in there and listening. But if you want to hear our thoughts, stay tuned for next episode. Thanks, guys, and you stink. Deuces.